Toby and Robbie. Thanks, gentlemen. Thanks, First American Bank, and our pregame shows are coming up next. And let me hit that button there. Well, I think we're clear. All right.
It all
comes down to this.
Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com. Tonight, the journey of your Artesia Bulldogs all comes down to this as they go toe-to-toe with your Roswell Coyotes for the NMAA 5A State Championship. Nothing left but 4 quarters and a dream. Bulldog football action on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, and Sandy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia. Now, on to the action.
Hey, Bulldog fans, Joby Hodling here with KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, and I'm excited every single week, Coach, but I'm a little more excited this week and today specifically as it's state championship week, and you guys are back here, and just a great time to be a Bulldog as always. But before we get to this week, let's talk about last week and the big win. Piedra Vista come to town, and let you just kind of expand upon that game, how the team played, how you and the coaches handled everything.
Yeah, I mean, PV is a pretty young team. We knew that coming in, and then, unfortunately the week before their quarterback got hurt and some things there. And so, I really challenged our guys that we wanted to come out and get some momentum going into this week, and we wanted to have, all 3 facets of the game really stand out, really forward with our sidelines. And I thought our guys really came out and played really well and got after them pretty quick. had a really good opening drive offensively, and then our defense just creating turnovers, and those guys were literally watching the clock every play, just trying to run as few plays, take as much time as possible, and our defense really got some good stops, and obviously scoring the touchdown in the third quarter just kind of got us rolling in that first drive of the third quarter. So just kind of a whole team effort, and really excited about where we are going into this week.
So it is state championship, or this has been state championship week. We're now here at the bowl for the final game of the season, and excited about that. You are not inexperienced at this. You're a young coach. You're a young head coach in New Mexico football, but you've had a lot of experience on championship weeks, both as an assistant and now recently, the last 5 years as a head coach, this being your 5th straight year to be in this game. Talk a little bit, tell the fans how you as a head coach personally prepare during this week. There's a lot going on. How do you approach this week with family and with Thanksgiving, with all that?
Yeah, I'm a ritual guy, so I kind of have my rituals, and so we set practice times, we get those going, and a little different going in the mornings and getting out there, a little cooler weather and some things like that, so it makes it just fun. And we just continuously talk around here about just what the blessing it is to get the practice. This Thanksgiving week is such a blessing. When I played, this was the semifinals week, and then they've kind of moved things back now where you're playing the championship, and so I think it's just made it even more special. And you hear some of these old guys around here talk about, we used to play the state game on Thanksgiving Day, and so just this week is just a fun week, and our coaches are excited, our kids are excited. You have that kind of finality coming down of what the week's going to be like at the end, and so you're just talking a lot about just being our best, and that's the word we use all the time. Is we want our best practices, we want our best coaching, we want our best playing, we want everything to be our best, and so it's kind of a culmination of the whole season, and so this week it's really fun to just get to kind of settle in, create these practices. A lot of people will make longer practices. We usually shorten our practices a little bit, and we just worry about quality over quantity, really. And so we get after it, and then I get to go home during the week, and I always make sure this week is when I put my Christmas lights up in my house. That's kind of a ritual me and my daughter do, and so we've done that since she's 8 now, so I guess the last 8 seasons, and so the last 6 seasons have been state games, and so it just makes it really, really fun week for her. She's excited, the kids are at home, and my wife gets off, and I was out smoking turkeys this week and doing all those things too. So my in-laws are in town, so there's just a lot of excitement, not just on the football field but at home and in the community, about what this week is and just all the things we have to be thankful for. So I think we just get ready, and we try to practice and everything, try to treat it pretty normal, but there's just a little more energy on these weeks than most other weeks.
Well, the final question I've got for you, Coach, is just it's not real unusual. Well, I don't know what the number is, but Artesia has faced an opponent during the regular season and then later in the year face them in the playoffs. But this is the first time for the Bulldogs to face the Roswell Coyotes in the state championship game. You guys, you ended up falling to them in district play. So you've got that on your minds. Your kids do. I know young men, that's one of the things that they'll put a lot of thought into just because that's how they are. But talk about how practice went this week. You kind of have already. You've shortened them. You've been doing it in the mornings. You've changed up a little, but I know you still go through your rituals, as you said. How has practice gone with the young men, with your coaching staff coming in to face Roswell?
Yeah, we treated it like a brand new week. We re-game planned. We, modified some things from the first game, changed some things, added some things. And ultimately we watch the film, and we don't watch the film like, man, these guys are just way better than us. They just killed us. We watch the film and we say, hey, we didn't execute. We didn't finish that catch, or we didn't finish that tackle, or we didn't finish that throw, or whatever it might be. And so that's kind of been our motto this week. And so we're going to, we tried to finish every single practice with some competition. We tried to finish every catch and every throw and every tackle and everything that we tried to do. And that's kind of been what we told our guys, is that this week's about finishing. And we want to go finish this thing, finish our goal. One of our mottos is finish the row, because it's, the last year that a football can go on that row in the press box. And so finish has kind of become the word of the week, and that's what we talk a lot about. I feel like our guys really practiced well this week and hard, and there's a lot of excitement, and so hopefully we can go finish on Saturday.
All right, Bulldog fans, we'll be back here on the pregame show momentarily. We're going to have a scout report, and then we'll have some of the Bulldog football players. So stay right here at KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs, win state.
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Rosa, have you decided where you're going to college yet?
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to life and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
What's up, Artesia? Andy and Jen here from Faith Kids. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and we have something special coming your way.
Yes, we're super excited. On December the 8th at 6 p.m. right here in this parking lot at Faith Baptist Church, we're going to have our first ever Christmas Carnival. It's a free event for your whole family, and we're really excited about it.
We're going to have carnival games, plenty of sweet treats and prizes, and it's, again, fun for the whole family. It is free, like she said, so come join us December 8th, 6 p.m. right here at Faith Baptist Church, 401 South 20th Street.
See you then.
Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Whether on the field or buying or selling your home, a winning team makes all the difference. Let Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway in Artesia earn your business and help you score big. They can help you find the home of your dreams. And if you're selling, they have years of experience to get your home sold quickly and professionally. Run it into the end zone. Call and schedule your meeting today, 575-616-2430, or stop by the office at 408 South 1st in the building with the Bulldog mural. Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Lands Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back here to the pregame show. Coach Moppin is also our scout team coach this week, so you've already seen him talk about last week's win and this week's practice. But, Coach, let's dig into Roswell now. The Bulldog fans have seen them. We're pretty familiar as fans with the Coyotes, but and you guys played them earlier this year, and we talked about that already. But let's talk about their offensive side of things and what you guys anticipate. Do you have any thinking that they'll change anything, and also for those fans that may. All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back here to the pregame show. Coach Moppin is also our scout team coach this week, so you've already seen him talk about last week's win and this week's practice. But, Coach, let's dig into Roswell now. The Bulldog fans have seen them. We're pretty familiar as fans with the Coyotes, but and you guys played them earlier this year, and we talked about that already. But let's talk about their offensive side of things and what you guys anticipate. Do you have any thinking that they'll change anything, and also for those fans that may not know, just talk about their schemes, how they line up on the offensive side, and their size and speed.
Yeah, I mean, it all kind of goes through Manny Fuentes. He's their quarterback. A couple years ago was at Dexter, and went over to Roswell as our starting quarterback last year. The offense kind of goes through him. They have a big back who's a 3-year starter, started as a sophomore, named Bryce Sanchez. Moves really well, but really good sized kid, and he's going to try to, he's a kid you're going to get a yard, and so we got to make sure we tackle him well. Coached really well on the O-line. Coach Lynn's dad, coaches the O-line, and so they're always really good. That's probably the only difference you'll see a little bit this game from last game is they have lost one lineman, and so they've moved kind of a different kid into that role. But they don't really need to change anything. They're undefeated this year and playing really well. They like to run the ball. That opens up. Their passing game is almost all, play action pass. They run the toss a lot, and you have to really work to stop their toss. And so they know that, and so they'll go fake toss, 5 or 6 times a game, roll out to the backside. So we put in some new things this week and some things we're excited about that we think can kind of get there. You got to get pressure on Fuentes in the pocket, and I think last time we played him, we played a little bit more coverage. And so we'll kind of see what Coach Rod comes up with there. I think he has some good thoughts there and do some things where we can do both and get after him a little bit while also playing good coverage. But yeah, they're good. They got a good little slot, Josh Estrada. They try to get him the ball a lot. They got some good receivers on the outside, very senior heavy, and a lot of experience from those guys.
Well, let's move over to the defensive side of things. Again, probably one of the best, if not the best defense the Bulldogs have faced this year. So talk about that, their team speed on defense, what the Bulldog fans can expect to see as far as how they're going to line up and face your offense.
Yeah, they're going to keep 2 high safeties the whole time. Which last couple years they haven't done that all the time, and we've been able to take advantage of some of the single high looks that we get from them. But they have 2 really good safeties back there that move well. Zy Carrasco, his brother, was a running back in 2018 when they were winning the state championship. And so Pilar Carrasco from, Lovington, that's their son, and he's a really good player back there. They have 2 senior corners who have started for multiple years that move well. They play very physical. They're not the biggest guys, but they play bigger than they are. And then, up front, Coach Lynn has 2 sons that play on the defensive line. One a defensive end who's a senior, and the other one's a inside defensive tackle. And both those guys are really good. They have a great house kid that plays the other defensive tackle position, and so they have a lot of size and speed there on the front line. Casada is their Mike linebacker. He's a really good football player, just a really good kid, and he moves well, and they play with a lot of energy and fire, and as soon as they feel just a little bit of momentum, they just play tighter and tighter. And so, as I thought last game we had some big drives against them, but we couldn't score, and that's because in the goal line they ran some things that we hadn't seen before, and they just flat out played better than us in the goal line. And so we know that's a big point of emphasis for us, is we got to finish some of those drives and get the ball in the end zone. But really good defense, moves well, fast, good tacklers, just really well coached by Coach Bolaño. So we're in for a good game on Saturday.
Well, let's move over to the third phase of the game, the kicking game, and you might just recap what the Roswell Coyotes do throughout their kicking game.
Yeah, Kennard's there. He's a little tight end for him, or wing. He's their kicker. Last time we played him, he kicked a squib kick, and it kind of bounced off one of our kids right at the beginning. But they really condensed their formation, and so you have to kind of condense at least a little bit with them to prepare for an onside. They've kicked several onsides out of that formation. They try to kick the ball on the left hash, and so they do some things there really well. Carrasco's their punter. You always got to look for a fake with him. He's a really good athlete, and the last couple of years in JV, they've ran some fakes against us in their punt. Punt return is really, they just want the ball back. They're not doing anything really special there. They just want to fill the ball and make sure their offense gets the ball. But just like all those athletes we talked about on offense and defense, they are all the same guys that are going to be running down the field, tackling and catching the ball and running, taking things back. And so we're in for, another one. I think we pride ourselves in our special teams. I think they do too. And they really do a good job with their special teams. So we know we're in for a good battle there as well.
All right, Bulldog fans, if you're not already here at the bowl, you're somewhere near or around or in Artesia, you need to get here. We're going to get this game started at the top of the hour. Go Bulldogs, take state.
Coverage for you. This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, Proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Hey, Freddie Sosa here. Are you tired of high interest rates? For the entire month of November, Richland has 1.9% financing for up to 36 months on all 2023 Buick Enclave, Envisions, and Encore GXs. We also have 1.9% financing on all 2023 Chevy Silverados. But even better, 0.9% financing on all 2023 GMC Sierra 1500s for up to 36 months. And don't forget, up to 25% of our inventory has Black Friday pricing. We also have the largest used car inventory in southeastern New Mexico. So rush on down to Richland Motors at 2601 West 2nd in Roswell.
When was the last time you had some really delicious homemade ice cream? The fact is, it's been too long. So satisfy that craving with Ensemble Tea Treats homemade ice cream, now available at La Fonda Restaurant. Ensemble Tea is a local company, so it's good ice cream, and you're supporting our community businesses. La Fonda Restaurant will be open Monday through Wednesday, Thanksgiving week, 11 until 2 and 4:30 until 8 p.m., and will be closed Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday. Come try some homemade Ensemble Tea ice cream today at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia. Your friends at Artesia Ford Sales have been doing their best to find a great selection of new and quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so you can get what you need when you need it. While brand new vehicles may be hard to get, there are some great used vehicles out there if you know where to look. That's what the staff at Artesia Ford Sales does every day. Hunt down quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so what you need is most likely on the Artesia Ford lot right now. Check out the website daily, or better yet, stop by and tell them what you're looking for and let them do the hunting for you. Artesia Ford Sales, helping folks get the vehicles they need for over 57 years.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
My name is Juan Diego Duran. My number is 15. I'm a senior. I played wide receiver. I'm also involved in track and field. My favorite teacher is Mr. Taylor. My favorite NFL team is the 49ers. My favorite part of being a Bulldog is the traditions.
My name is David Hammond. My number is 21. I'm a senior. I play corner. I'm also involved in basketball. My favorite teacher is Ms. Carlo. My favorite football team is the Minnesota Vikings. And my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the traditions.
My name is Josiah Rodriguez. I'm number 22. I'm a senior. I played linebacker. I'm also involved in baseball. My favorite teacher is Miss Jimenez. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. And my favorite part about being a Bulldog is being able to share the traditions with my dad.
My name is Jesse Almendares. I'm number 28. I'm a senior. I play safety. I'm also involved in baseball. My favorite teacher is Miss Wachter. My favorite football team is the Raiders, and my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the tradition.
My name is Nia Estrada. I'm number 39. I'm a senior. I play quarterback. I'm also involved in baseball and basketball. My favorite teacher is Miss Wachter. My favorite football team is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Diego Wesson. I'm number 54. I'm a senior. I play linebacker. I'm also involved in basketball and baseball. My favorite teacher is Tristan Bowden. My favorite football team is the Broncos. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the tradition.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment, sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skidsters, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs. Knowledge is
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
In the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Hey, Freddie Sosa here. Are you tired of high interest rates? For the entire month of November, Richland has 1.9% financing for up to 36 months on all 2023 Buick Enclave, Envisions, and Encore GXs. We also have 1.9% financing on all 2023 Chevy Silverados. But even better, 0.9% financing on all 2023 GMC Sierra 1500s for up to 36 months. And don't forget, up to 25% of our inventory has Black Friday pricing. We also have the largest used car inventory in southeastern New Mexico. So rush on down to Richland Motors at 2601 West 2nd in Roswell.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Good afternoon, Artesia Bulldog fans. We are live at Bulldog Bowl. We being me, Joby Hodling, and my partner, Robbie Blue, and the Bulldog faithful, along with Roswell faithful, Robbie. We've got the state championship game here this afternoon on a beautiful November Saturday afternoon.
Joby, it's 50 degrees outside. The sun is shining. We got some far-off clouds, but nothing near us, and about a 10-mile-an-hour breeze blowing. It's a gust up to about 20, but nothing major. So as you said, just a beautiful day. Light jackets outside, but a beautiful day for some football.
Well, the Roswell Coyotes and the Bulldogs are going to face each other for the first time in the championship game, but pretty long history, and I know you got some notes with that.
Yeah, Artesia High is believed to have played its first football game ever on Thanksgiving Day, November 25th, 1909, against Roswell High in Artesia. Exactly 114 years later, Artesia and Roswell will play their first state championship game against each other at Bulldog Bowl. So we'll get into more of the history and more of the stats as the game gets going. But, Joby, the teams are lining up right now.
Pretty full capacity. I think we're at capacity here at Bulldog Bowl. I don't think they'll stop selling tickets. The lines were long, starting early this morning. Both sides are packed all the way around the bowl. They're standing 2, 3, 4 deep as I look around. Bulldogs win the toss, and they elect to receive, so Roswell will be doing the kicking. they're going to defend the south goal here to start the ball game, and the kicker with his kickoff unit all wrapped around him. He's gotten the go-ahead from the white hat. Now they're going to break and come from a more normal-looking kickoff.
And that's Peyton Kinnard, number 9, is going to be doing the kicking honors for Roswell.
Here comes the kick. It's going to be deep enough for the Bulldogs to be able to run the starburst. Let's see. Oh, and it's fumbled back there and then into the end zone, so it will be a touchback. So the Bulldogs will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Derek Warren back there, number 16. He's usually the quarterback in that starburst, and I just kind of tried to catch it over his head, went through his hands and into the end zone.
Yeah, and I think we didn't have 3 behind him. We only had 2 for expectation of possibly them doing something different. But I think if he had caught that, they would have tried to run the starburst just with 2. But the Bulldog offense is on the field. The ball is going to be set in the middle of the between the hashes at the 20-yard line, and the Bulldog offense will go first. Break the huddle. Bulldogs wearing their orange with black sleeves and shirts, black socks. Roswell wearing all white with some red outlines. Of course, their red helmet. Snap is back. Going to turn, hand it off to Galindo, looking to green around the left side, trying to pick his way through traffic, which he started to, but then the Roswell defense able to get a hold of him after a pickup of maybe about 3 yards.
Just to give, they're testing it out. Roswell in a 4-3 defense with 2 safeties, 2 corners, base defense. And so get around that corner over there. Glendale picked up a good 4 there, Joby. So good first down pickup.
Second down and 6. The ball on the far hash now. There is a slight breeze blowing out of the south, so the Bulldogs going into that here as they defend the north goal. Trips to the near side. 1 receiver in Duran to the far side. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the backfield. He is in the shotgun. Snap is back. They rush 4. Turns and throws it. Casadas, he makes the catch. Starts to break a tackle. Unable to, but he does get the first down after a pickup of about 7.
Got him isolated out here against number 7, Kinkit Nichols. And a good timing pass from Estrada to Casadas. Good tackle by Nichols. Pick up first down for the Bulldogs.
11-12 and counting here in the first quarter if you're just joining us. Packed Bulldog Bowl, the Coyotes and the Bulldogs in the state championship game for Class 5A. Ball on the near hash, trips to the far side. They are in a man coverage look, going to run a speed option pitch to Galindo. He's got some green out in front of him. Tries to get around the corner, which he does. He's to the 40. He's to 45 to the 50. Did he step out of bounds? I think he did after a pickup of about 18 yards. First down, Artesia.
That's just the speed of Frankie Galindo there. Good job by Estrada. Pitch it out to the open, and there was 2 Coyotes out there waiting on him, and he broke to that left side and just turned that corner, and they both couldn't get to him.
Yeah, he showed his speed there. He gets all the way out to the Bulldog 48-yard line. First and 10, 10:43 and counting here in the first quarter. Both bands here, of course, both sets of cheerleaders here, of course. Just a fantastic atmosphere as the Bulldogs will go trips once again to the near side, which is the wide side of the field for Artesia. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. Snap is back, going to run the speed option this way, pitches it. He's looking to throw the ball. He had a man open, but he didn't get it, couldn't get the handle, it didn't look like. He's just going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, I ran the option to the left, now to the right, pitch it to Galindo. Casadas was going up the right sideline, and he had about a 5-yard separation on that defender. And I guess Galindo just didn't see him because he tucked it and, got what he could, but he missed him.
Yeah, and if he did see him, it looked like he was struggling to get his hand on there properly to make the throw. So he did run, pickup of 1. It'll be second down and 9 at the Bulldog 49-yard line. A formation for the Bulldogs. They're standard. Slots and wideouts on either side. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off to Galindo. He's going to get through some traffic and fight forward for a pickup of about 2. It's going to be third down and 7 for the Bulldogs at the 49 of Roswell.
That's interesting as they're in that 4-3 defense. They got both outside linebackers outside of the offensive tackles. And so there's only 5 people in what we call the box, and we're trying to go outside right now. So we'll see if the Bulldogs adjust, try to go up the middle on that defense.
Third down and 7 at the 49-yard line of the Coyotes. Ball on the far hash. Again, we're going to go trips to the near side, again, which is the wide side of the field. Glendo to the left of Estrada in the shotgun. He's calling for a slot to come in, and we're going to have a delay of game or something.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion.
Trost, the right guard, jumped. Yep.
So that'll back us back. It's going to be third down and 12 now for the Artesia Bulldogs. Back into our territory to our own 48-yard line with 9 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter.
It looks like Roswell has a nickel defense or a dime defense. They took their big linemen out.
Yeah, they got 3 down linebackers. Yeah, they're definitely going into a Looks like a dime. Shotgun is back. Estrada's going to roll. He's got a man wide open. That's going to be in the middle of that zone. And that's a big pickup all the way down to the 35-yard line. Casadas with the reception.
Good job by Estrada. His first read wasn't there. He moved to the right in the pocket. Casadas found an open spot in that zone as they drop 8 back and made a great catch as Jerm Morrell made the tackle on him, but first down Bulldogs.
Trips to the far side, which is the wide side. Duran, the farthest one over there, one of the speediest guys in the state. Glendo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. Snap is back. He's looking to throw the ball. He is going to throw it over the top. That's going to be caught by the Bulldogs. Touchdown, Ethan Kahn and the Bulldogs.
Ethan Kahn just ran that go route. Perfect pass by Estrada. He was run along by side Carrasco, number 16, and he was about 3 steps behind him. Perfect pass by Estrada. Good catch by Kahn. And then one guy tried to make tackle. He broke that tackle, went in the end zone.
All right, so the Bulldogs in their swinging gate, leading 6-0 with 8:21 to go here in the first quarter. They draw first blood on the opening shot by the Bulldogs offense. Now they're going to swing out of it. Casadas do the holding. Johnson is the center, and Finley Rascon will do the kicking. If they kick it, Robbie, we've talked about it all season. You never can quite tell with the Bulldogs. May come out of it here and go for 2, but right now lined up for the 1. It's going to be a good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. Might have got a tip on that. They came hard from the left.
And that touchdown was, well, go ahead. I'll do that after this break.
All right, we'll go ahead and take a break. Artesia leads the Roswell Coyotes 6-0 with 8:21 to go here in the first quarter.
Today is State Championship Saturday, and everyone at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia would like to wish the Artesia Bulldogs the best of luck in today's matchup. This time of year, it's good to know that everything you need for your holiday gatherings and parties is ready for you at Fenn's Country Market. Can't decide what to give for gifts? How about a gift card from Fenn's Country Market? Go Bulldogs from Fenn's Country Market in Artesia.
Welcome back to state championship action here at Bulldog Bowl. This touchdown summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry at Artesia Ford. That Bulldog drive took 8 plays, covered 80 yards, touchdown pass from Estrada to Kahn. Extra point was blocked. We're going to say it was blocked. So Bulldogs lead 6-0 with 8:21 left here in the first quarter.
Parrish lines it up on the X in the middle of the field on the 40-yard line. As he gets the go-ahead from the white hat, here's the kick. He is going to onside it. Big high bounce. It's going to be caught at the 35 and immediately buried there by the Bulldogs.
That's number 28 that had to wait for that ball to come down. I don't have him on that roster. See if you've got him on that one, Joby. But number 77 all year long for the Bulldogs, Marco Soto, has been a special teams player as he's had numerous tackles already. And, boy, he put a big hit on him this year.
Number 28, Matt Castillo for the Roswell Coyotes, a junior. So Roswell come out their first go at it here on their offense, and they're going to go heavy overload to the right side, which is the wide side of the field. The quarterback, Manny Fuentes, and this fullback, or the big running back, number 22, Bryce Sanchez. They're going to pitch it that way. Sanchez looking to try to get outside. He's going to be tripped up for a loss. That'll be a 1-yard loss on the play.
Josiah Rodriguez came flying in there from his linebacker safety position and got him from behind, got just enough of Sanchez's legs to get him down.
So good play there by the, what we call him kind of a hybrid.
Yeah.
Sometimes up there playing linebacker, sometimes back there playing safety. Good job. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 for the Coyotes. They're back into a more normal looking. Got the pistol. And the snap is back. Going to turn, hand it off right up the middle. And Sanchez will burst forward before he is knocked down after a pickup of about 8. It'll be 3rd and 3.
So Bulldogs are going to need to take care of that. Obviously, change the game plan. Sanchez had 187 yards rushing against us in that district ball game when they beat us. So going to have to, it was a good pickup that time by Sanchez.
They got a tight group on the right side, overload that way. Sanchez in the backfield behind Fuentes, the quarterback, and Fuentes changing the play. Looks like he'll go in the shotgun. Snap is back, going to turn and pitch it that way. Bulldogs not there. He breaks down the sideline before he's wrapped up and finally tackled out of bounds. Good pickup for the first down. I keep wanting to say a flag. It's those yellow shoes on one of the offensive linemen that's throwing me.
She ran that sweep to the right. The Bulldogs had 5 down linemen, and then they walked the linebacker up. They changed it to a sweep on the right side, went outside of what we had stacked up in the middle. Armendariz able to make that tackle on Sanchez.
So 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the Bulldog 43-yard line. Ball on the far hash. 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. They're going to have the overload to this. Well, they got a pretty even set this time. They're in the pistol formation, and the quarterback Manny Fuentes changing the play once again as he'll have his big running back Sanchez behind him. Turn, he's going to throw the exact same sweep. He gets around the corner, down the sideline before he's knocked out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark him. Pickup of 9, possibly 10.
Yeah, gamesmanship going on. So we both line up. The offense calls the play from the sideline. Manny Fuentes checks off. Then Diego Wesson stepped up and said something to his lineman, but that time just going outside again. Wesson's angle from middle linebacker, he was too deep. He came in. If he flattened it out, I think he gets Sanchez quicker.
So it was a pickup of 10. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 32-yard line. They spread out a couple of guys this time in that pistol formation. Snap back, going to hand it right to Sanchez up the middle. The Bulldogs clog it up, but he's able to roll forward, Robbie, and pick up, looks like 3.
Yeah, Sanchez, 6'3", 200 pounds. We blitzed both linebackers that time. They stood him up in the hole, and he's just a load as he picked up those yards by himself.
So 2nd down and 7, ball on the 30-yard line of the Bulldogs. Bulldogs leading here in the first quarter, 6-0, but Roswell pushing down the field now. They've run every single play to Sanchez so far here on their first series. He's now to the right, Fuentes in the shotgun. A wide out on either side, an X-back on either side. He's looking to throw the ball. Bulldogs bring some heat. There was a hold in the backfield. Then he's going to be hit and tackled for a big loss, so we'll probably pass that holding up as that's a big loss, tackle for loss.
Now I'm trying to get it number 42 for the Bulldogs. No, it's a Huffman that came flying in there from his linebacker position. Fuentes tried to set up, and his closing speed was unbelievable there, Joby, as he came in and wrapped him up, and then other Bulldogs came in to help.
So the Bulldogs are going to decline that after the big sack, and what a great Bulldog sack. When it's time for a new truck, don't get sacked. And get a great deal from Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. And Robbie, that was let's see, where are they putting the ball down? At the 41-yard line. They were at the Bulldog 32, so now they're moving it forward.
We're going to accept it.
No,
they declined it, yeah.
But they really moved it forward quite a bit. I guess they said he had forward momentum.
Drove him back a long way.
Drove him back, so a sack of about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down now.
That was good coverage by the secondary. We need to see it again right here.
3rd down at about 15 at the Bulldogs' 37-yard line. A slot and a wide out to the near side. The running back's coming in late. He'll line up to the right. And now we're going to have a timeout taken by Roswell. So we're going to take a timeout as well on the big 3rd down play coming up. 5:49 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs 6, Roswell 0. We'll be right back.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com. All
right, we're back here at Bulldog Bowl on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Class 5A state championship taking place with the Artesia Bulldogs and Roswell Coyotes. One of the things that we have here, Robbie, is we've got from our very first state championship game, Johnny French here, and we're going to talk about him in just a minute. All right, big down here for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 15. Big down for Roswell as well. They're going to go empty backfield. Trips to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side, which is the short side of the field. Bulldogs showing a blitz. Let's see if they back out of it. Snap is back. They do bring 5. They've got to him. Can they get him down? They do. That's another big sack for the Artesia Bulldogs.
That's Johnson in there first for the Bulldogs, and boy, that's just a gamble, right? Coach Rodriguez, the defensive staff saying we're not going to give him time to set up. And they did not. As soon as he planted that foot, Johnson was on him, and then Grantham was back there, Worley was back there, Great play by the Bulldog defense.
And what another great Bulldog sack when it's time for a new truck. Don't get sacked. Get a great deal from Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales.
Let's see if they punt it here.
I would expect that with it's 4th down and a bunch. 4th down and about 22. Let's see, they're back at the Bulldog 46. They got to get to the 22, so a lot of yards here. Here comes the Bulldogs, going to try to block it. It is a punt. It does get away. Bulldogs are going to field it at the 6-yard line, coming this way with it. Now bouncing outside. Good block. Gets inside the first guy and then is tackled at about the 16, maybe the 17-yard line.
Good job by Armandaris. He caught that and just picked up what he could. Number 14, Connor Nichols, makes the good open field tackle on him.
All right, so 5:01 to go in the first quarter. The Bulldogs offense gets their second try at it after the Bulldog defense bends a little bit and then gets 2 sacks back-to-back to force the punt by the Coyotes. All right, the Bulldogs with 2 running backs in the backfield this time. You got a slot and a wide out. The slot is inverted on the wide side of the field. Wide out to the near side. He's going to turn, hand it off. Galindo behind some big blocking. Looks, turns upfield. He's through. He's to the 25. And he's, great tackle by the Roswell defender, number 7, Robbie, or that might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, Keegan Nichols. Well, Galindo did a good job of being patient, letting his pulling lineman get out in front of him, and then he saw a gap and he burst through it. Keegan Nichols saved a touchdown, as you said, for the Coyotes.
One of the best things I saw on that play is the Bulldogs looked for the first color and they hit them.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go with that same set. A running back on either side of Estrada. Inverted slot on this side. Going to turn, hand it off this time this way. Trying to get outside, and that is Casadas, and he'll only pick up about 1, maybe 2 yards. So actually, they're going to say he's back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Coyotes did a good job that time on the trying to get outside. They just flattened out, and there was 3 Coyotes waiting on Casadas as he cut upfield. He kind of tripped over our own lineman as he was trying to cut upfield, but good play by the Coyotes.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Going to stay in this set. Casadas and Galindo. Galindo to the right of Estrada. Casadas to his left. Kahn goes over in the slot on the far side. Snap is back and hand it right up the middle. Galindo's going to burst through and pick up about 6. Looks like he might have got 5 yards.
So new formation for us. We've seen it a couple of times this year, but not sustained. They get in it for one series and get out of it. That's the danger for Casadas and Galindo back there. You just don't know which way it's going.
Yeah, right now they're crossing it, kind of like what you'd see in a veer formation, but he's doing it out of the shotgun. 3:40 and counting go in the first quarter. Trips to the near side, the ball near the middle of the field as Duran over there possibly on an island. The safety kind of looking that way. Galindo to the left. Going to turn and throw it. Casadas has the first down. He will get it. Pickup of about 6.
You know, it's trips on that right side, and Casadas just runs to an open spot. He turns around. Estrada has the ball right there, makes the catch, and fights for the first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 44-yard line. Trips to the far side, which again is the wide side. We're seeing man coverage across over there. They do have 2 safeties deep, but they're cheating in. He's going to turn and hand it off to Galindo to the short side. Good blocking. He gets around the corner, and he'll get across the 50-yard line. Pickup of about 8.
We've seen Galindo do that all year. He's patient, and then when he cuts up the field, first of all, great blocking, right? But when he cuts up the field, he's got a second gear, and then he punishes those who come up. Jacob Palomino came up to make that tackle, and he Galindo lowered his shoulder and ran him over out of bounds.
They do mark it at the 50. He must have stepped on the out-of-bounds line, so it's pick up a 6, 2nd down and 4, right at the 50-yard line. Bulldogs break the huddle with 3:06 to go here in the first quarter. Back to back to the double running backs, either side of Estrada in the shotgun. Boy, Duran is over there all by himself with one defender. He is going to look that way. He pumps it now. He throws it to Duran. Will he go get it? Just out in front of him.
Had Casadas breaking out in the left flat over there. Estrada looked over there, pumped it to him, and then had Duran in that single coverage you mentioned coming across the middle of the field. Now, Estrada let that go. I feel a little bit of pressure, or thought he had some. Threw it out in front of him, but good play design.
Yeah, I had a sneaky suspicion they were fixing to throw it to Duran. Instead of going on the go route, he gave him a move to the outside and then cut it and kind of ran just a normal post, maybe a little bit of a skinny post, but unable to connect. So that brings up 3rd down and 4 at the 50-yard line. Bulldogs with trips to the wide side. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the shotgun. 4 up on the line for the Coyotes. It looks like they're going to bring 5. They do. Going to hand it off to Galindo. He's going to get around. There's going to be a penalty flag come in. And that's in the normal spot of holding. Bulldogs do get the first down, but we'll see it is holding on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I brought a blitz from the middle linebacker that time, picked it up. Glendale came around that right side. Good gain, but the holding call is going to negate that gain.
So he tossed the flag up to the 49. That should be where they mark it from. So that's going to bring up a big third down for the Coyotes defense, as we had a big third down against them, and, of course, a big third down for the Bulldogs as well. And actually says points to 50 does the White Hat, so that's where they'll mark off the 10. So it'll be third down for Artesia all the way back at their own 45-yard line. Third down and about 14 for the Bulldogs as they break the huddle. 2:55 to go here in the first quarter. Trips to the far side. Seiss on the near side by himself. Glendale to the right, or to the left of Estrada in the shotgun. Man coverage over there. The safety walking up. Going to pump fake it, look back this way, nobody there. They did a good job of covering that. Now he's going to toss it down the sideline, and that'll just be an incomplete pass. Roswell really sniffed out that what was going to be a screen.
Well, tendencies give you away a lot of times, and Bulldogs like to run that screen pass and third long, fourth long sometimes in the year when we wanted to. So they covered that well. All the other receivers are covered, so good job by Estrada. Live for another down, right? Don't do anything that you regret.
All right, Bulldogs punting unit is on the field. We've got 2 slots and 2 wideouts, 1 protector in the backfield, and the middle linebacker, our punter, Diego Wesson. That's going to be blocked.
Gosh.
Boy, that was a wide open block because he was there on top of him, so somebody failed to get a block.
Number 33, Eli Lynn, broke free, came back. Wesson went to punt it, and he just was right there in front of him. Blocked it and went the other way. So good special teams play for the Roswell Coyotes.
So that's going to give them fantastic field position as they do pick it up and try to get in for the touchdown. The Bulldogs get the tackle, but it's down at the 18-yard line of the Artesia Bulldogs. So the Coyotes trying to even the score here and then possibly go ahead with a PAT. They've got a fantastic start to their second series. A set of twins on the left side. Ball is snapped. They're going to fake the handoff. They're going to run a little reverse. Number 13, Bulldogs play it pretty good out there, but he's able to cut inside. He gets the first down, and he's going to be first and goal for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, good design play by the Roswell Coyotes. Faked it to Sanchez. We sold out to get him. Tossed it to Josh Estrada, and he showed some good speed out there. Got a block by Sanchez out there in the flat and cut behind that block to pick up those yards.
First and goal for the Roswell Coyotes at the Bulldog 4-yard line. 2:29 to go. He was run out of bounds, so the clock did stop. They're going to go heavy to the right side, which is the short side of the field. Sanchez in the pistol behind Fuentes, the quarterback. They've run that sweep, that pitch that way a bunch of times. We might see something different here with him faking the pitch and coming out this way. Snap is back. They're going to run it this way. And Fuentes will go in untouched on the speed option.
Yeah, David Hammond's the corner out here. As you mentioned, heavy right, so they came left, and he has pitchman responsibility. He went to pitch, and the quarterback responsibility wasn't there. They got blocked, so Fuentes walks into the end zone.
6-6, Roswell and Artesia with 2:22 to go here in the first quarter. Coyotes line up for their PAT. And if they can knock this down, they'll take the lead here early in the ball game. Kicker, I think, is number 9 for the Coyotes. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. 7-6, Roswell. 2:22 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break, come back for the kickoff right after this.
All right, that scoring summary for the Roswell Coyotes. Took 2 plays, covered 18 yards. Capped off by a 4-yard rushing touchdown by Fuentes. The extra point was good by Kennard. The Roswell Coyotes lead the Artesia Bulldogs 7-6 with 2:22 left in the first quarter.
All All right, the Coyotes kicked it deep their first time through. We'll see what they do here, as the Bulldogs have only 2 deep returners with the sophomore playing the quarterback position and Warren, and now they'll back it up. So it's Seiss and Kahn back there. So they got 3 guys up closer. Here's the kick. It is going to be just a line drive back there, and that'll get through and go into the end zone, so another touchback.
A good hard kick by Kennard. He's a good kicker. And line drive all the way down to about the 15-yard line, bounced and went by Seiss. Nothing you can do with that.
If I remember correctly, the first play of the first game in district, he did that very thing, kicked it real hard, and it went right off of the leg of one of our up guys and went backwards 10 yards, and Roswell got the ball, and that's kind of was the tone of the game after that. Roswell took control and kept control. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 20 with 2:22 to go here in the first quarter as the Bulldogs are huddled up. They got the ball in the middle of the field. They're going to go trips to the far side. Seiss alone down here on the near side. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the backfield. Snap is back. Going to fake the handoff. Going to throw it out here quickly. And that's Casadas, who will pick up about 7 yards on this little swing play.
One of the things Roswell does, and it's just their athletes better than most teams, is they get off our receiver blocks better than most teams do. That was a good pickup, but usually the receivers will hold those blocks a little longer, but defenders got off that, made a good tackle on Casadas.
So it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs at their own 28-yard line. Trips to the near side, Galindo to the right of Estrada this time. Duran on the far side by himself. As Estrada looks over, he's going to run the speed option this way. He keeps the ball. He's just going to run it. He's got the 1st down and more as he's tackled at about the 34-yard line.
Good decision by Estrada, because no one was really pressuring them. They're stringing it out. If he pitches it, he pitches about 4 yards backwards. So he had the 1st down. Tackle made by Jacob Palomino for the Coyotes.
So 1st and 10 for Artesia at the 33-yard line. 1:37 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Roswell leading the Bulldogs 7-6. Trips to the far side. Ball on the near hash. That breeze is still blowing out of the south into the Bulldogs' face. Seiss on an island down here near the sideline on the near side. Estrada going to change the play. See something, he wants to make a change. Got plenty of time on the play clock because it's not under 10. Now it's under 10. Snap back, going to run the speed option the other way. He's going to pitch it, and then the Roswell Coyotes were there, and they keep him to a 0-yard gain.
Yeah, Galindo made a good spin move on the first Coyote to get out of it, but Damian Quezada came up and right there made a good tackle on Galindo. Looked like it was open, but we missed a couple of blocks there.
All right, so the Bulldogs will more than likely run another play here. We're down under 50 seconds to go in the first quarter as they huddle up here at the Bulldog Bowl, Mac Chase Field. Break the huddle, trips to the near side. Duran on the far side, ball on the far hash. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. Roswell backs out of a blitz, hand it to Galindo. He's going to burst through for a pickup of about 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5 when we come back.
Yeah, what we have, Joby, is we got the number 2 team and number 3 team in the state today, no matter classification, going at it. And we've seen it in their first quarter as it's going to wind down. 7-6 Coyotes lead, but 2 really, really good heavyweights going at it in the state championship game.
I agree 100%. And the crowd seems to agree, too, because they're standing about 4 to 5 deep around the bowl. The stands are completely packed. And we're going to run out of time, so we'll take a break here at the end of the first quarter. The Artesia Bulldogs 6, the Roswell Coyotes 7. Stay right there, an exciting game unfolding right in front of us.
At Artesia General Hospital, our emergency department experts care for more than 10,000 people each year. Our emergency department is open 24 hours a day and there's always a doctor on duty. We specialize in advanced adult and pediatric life support and trauma services, making sure you have access to quality care when every second counts. From unexpected illness to serious injuries, you can trust our team to provide exceptional emergency care in any situation. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/emergency.
All right, welcome back, folks. Here we're going to begin the second quarter, but the Roswell Coyotes come in 12-0 on the season, undefeated, and the Bulldogs come in 11-1. Joby is the only defeat coming to the Roswell Coyotes in district. Roswell playoff record in history: 39 wins, 19 losses. They've made 11 state championship appearances in their school history. They've won 7, the last 2 being in 2018 and 2019. So Roswell comes in with a pretty rich history, more than most schools, with their playoff appearances and their state championships.
All right, the Bulldogs going to come out in a heavy package to the right side. They've got 2 running backs, one on either side of Galindo. Galindo at the quarterback position. Amadatis in motion. Now the snap. He's just going to turn and run it this way. Gets around the corner. He will be close to the first down. And then there's a penalty flag, and that's going to be on the Bulldogs, I can already tell you. That's going to be going way back there.
They may have chopped Ricky.
They did, but he's saying that it's on Amadatis. It looks like holding on the Bulldogs. All right, so that's going to back us back about 10 yards from the 36-yard line. So it's going to be a bigger third down coming up. I think we got the first down on that run, but we'll be backing up here.
Roswell again going to that dime defense. It's just a pass prevent defense. They'll drop 8 back into coverage, rush 3. They're just trying to cover all the zones to keep the Bulldogs. Give them anything short, but nothing to pick up the first down.
So it's going to be third down and 16 for Artesia on their own 28-yard line as they're in the huddle. 19 seconds and counting on the play clock. We've just started the second quarter. A formation look for Artesia. 2 safeties over the top for the Coyotes. Estrada taking a look over everything. Snap is back. They do just rush the 3. Looking to throw it deep. Now he's going to break away from a man rushing him. He's going to toss it down the field, and that's going to be in and out of the hands of Kahn. I'm not sure he'd been in bounds anyway, Robbie, but that's going to bring up another 4th down.
Yeah, tough catch there. Estrada did a good job. He pump faked it, was trying to come left on a go route, and the Roswell Coyotes covered that well. So then he rolled to the right. Kahn adjusted his route with the scramble drill. And good throw by Estrada, but as you said, I think if he had caught that, he'd have been out of bounds.
So 4th down and long for Artesia, the punt team back on the field. 11:22 to go here in the first half. 7-6 Roswell. Got to block better this time, the Bulldogs do. As waiting the snap is going to have to get it away, which he does this time. Nice high kick, driving him back. It's going to take a Bulldog bounce inside the 30 is where they should spot that down. So good kick there by Diego Wesson.
Yeah, good job by the blocking team that time. First one got blocked, obviously, but they kicked him out that time, gave Wesson a pocket to step up in and get that kick off.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyote offense. Their 3rd possession. Bulldogs held them to a punt on their first and then got a really short field when they blocked our first punt attempt and scored in 2 plays, and they got their PAT to go through, so they lead 7-6. They'll start at their own 28-yard line on the near hash. Going to have a slot and a wide out to the far side. They got an X-back on either side of the tackles, and they're in the pistol. Fuentes takes a snap, hands it off to Sanchez right at the middle. He breaks through, nobody there, and he's going to be tackled after a pickup of 9.
So it's man-on-man blocking. They pull the right slot across, and he kicks out our left end or left linebacker, and Sanchez just cuts right in between it. They run it over and over and over, and it's a counter block, right? They're just not pulling a lineman. They're pulling that back.
So a good pickup for the Roswell Coyotes. 2nd down and 1 as they're going to come out in the exact same formation. Ball near the far hash here as they now go from the north to the south through the Coyotes. Snap back. Fuentes going to drop to throw it. He's got a Bulldog chasing down on him. He will get the throw away. It'll be incomplete over on the sideline, Roswell sideline.
The difference in this game is we're getting a lot of pressure on Manny Fuentes, which he can scramble and he can run really well. He's very versatile. But they're getting a lot of pressure on him, and then that time David Hammond, good coverage over there on the sideline.
So it brings up a 3rd down and 1 now for the Coyotes at their own 37-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Fuentes going to go under center this time. Snap back. He's going to try to push forward, and I think he must.
Yeah, it looks like he did where the line judges are coming in. So just determined to pick up the first down that time with the quarterback sneak.
And they do. The Whitehead says, yes, it's enough. So 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes at their own 39-yard line after that pickup. They'll break the huddle, ball near the far hash. They're going to come out in that tight formation again with a, I thought there was a receiver over on the far side. I guess there's not. In the shotgun, turn, pitch it that far away, coming up hard and tripping him up is going to be David Hammond. Boy, it looked like he might go, but Hammond busts through and gets the tackle.
It did. Blitzed all the linebackers up that middle and went outside again, but Hammond did a good job of coming up and bringing down a big back in Sanchez in an open field tackle.
And he had to go through a blocker to do it, so he actually went through underneath the blocker into the legs of Sanchez and trips him up. Pickup of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. As they've got a wide out on either side, an X-back off the tackle's right and left hip, respectively, as Fuentes steps up, talks to everybody. He's got Sanchez behind him, turn, hand it off right up the middle. Again, he breaks through. He's still on his feet. The Bulldogs are finally dragging him down after a big pickup inside the Bulldog territory at the 41.
Yeah, it's the same play, and it hurt us in the district game, and it's hurting us now. They like that 6 and 7 hole on the offense, and that time through the 7 hole there on the left. And again, they just block. Number 9 comes across. He kicks out our end, and Sanchez there's a hole there for him every time.
All right, the Bulldogs defense ready to go. Roswell offense the same. They've got a wide out on either side this time. Oh, well, it's the same exact setup. An X-back on either end of the tackles on the offensive line. The fullback behind Fuentes in the shotgun is Sanchez, snapback. He's going to run the other way, and he's still on his feet, though. He's to the 25, cuts inside. He'll fall down, trying to break or get inside of our guys, but boy, the running back went the opposite way, and the busted play turns into a huge pickup.
And many times they do, because your keys are going a different way, so the defense goes by the keys, and then Manny just did a great job, as he's done all year, of making something out of nothing, and the turf kind of got him there. That might have been a touchdown.
More than likely would have been, because of one guy that was behind him back there. He was cutting inside of him. It was going to be difficult for him to stop his momentum, but he does go down. So tight formation once again. They got a bunch set to the left side, which is the short side of the field. Fuentes takes the snap. He's going to turn and pitch it that way, and they're going to trip Sanchez up after a pickup of about 2.
Well, that's just student-body left, isn't it? That's just take everybody, go left, and let him just try to find some space. Josiah Rodriguez did a great job of coming off his block and wrapping Sanchez up by the legs.
So it'll be 2nd and goal now at the Bulldog 7-yard line. Ball on the far hash. 7:42 and counting to go here in the first quarter. They're going to come out in the heavy set to the right this time. Well, actually, they're balanced. They got an X-back and a receiver all in tight. Snap is back, going to turn, fake the pitch this time, and looking to throw the ball. And the Bulldogs are not back there. It's a touchdown, Roswell. Oh, no, he's out of bounds. He caught the ball on the checkered, so it's incomplete.
That's number 11, set up back there, Toscano on the play action. He came across, set up in the back of the end zone. He jumped to catch that ball and came down. Armendariz hit him, but he did come down with his heels in that checkered area back there, out of bounds.
All right, so it'll be 3rd and goal at the 7-yard line. Big play here for both teams. Bulldog faithful getting on their feet. Roswell faithful doing the same. They'll break the huddle. Will the Coyotes. Tight formation to the left side. They got trips over there bunched up, plus a tight end. Fuentes brings a man in motion. He's going to drop, and they're going to be a penalty flag, and that's going to be a false start on the Coyotes.
Boy, they're on that left hash, brought a guy in motion. You just see play action coming all day long, as they were going to bring him across the formation, probably due to something out here on the right side. So we'll see what they come back with now.
That'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be a 3rd and goal from the Bulldog 12-yard line. Ball remains on that far hash from us here in the press box. I'm just amazed. This is a big crowd, Robbie. I mean, all the way around the bowl is circled with people, and they're 4 or 5 deep.
They are.
Looking over each other's shoulders trying to see this game. Of course, the stands are full. All right, so they're going to go a heavy package to the right side this time, the wide side of the field. Fuentes is going to fake the handoff. He's rolling out. He's got a man coming down on him hard. Can they get there? They do not. That'll bring up a 4th down. Good job by Fuentes as he got around and away from the Bulldogs and got it thrown away.
He did. Dylan Fisher came free from his defensive line position and did a great job of adjusting and flattening out, so Fuentes couldn't get around him. He had more Bulldogs coming up to help, so trying to dump it off to Sanchez out there, but just couldn't get set and overthrew him.
All right, they're going to line up and line up in a field goal situation here. The ball will be placed at the 19. It'll be a 29-yard attempt if they end up going for the field goal.
That is Kennard doing the kicking.
And we know he is a good kicker. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is off the right side, no good. So turnover on the missed field goal will get the Bulldog offense on the field.
Boy, that's just a momentum swing. It can be for us, right? Great job by the defense. They went down the field on that big Manny Fuentes run, and then the defense stiffened up in the red zone, made some great plays, forced the field goal, and then it goes off the right goalpost and falls into the end zone, no good. So great defensive stand by the Bulldogs.
So the ball placed in the middle of the field at the 20-yard line for the Bulldog offense, who has been stifled a little bit by this swarming Roswell defense. They came out in their first series and drive down the field, but a little more subdued since then. Trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Snap is back. He's looking this way. Now he looks the other way. Now going to tuck it and get. Oh, and he fumbled the ball, and Roswell will have it again. Well, the ball's still on the ground. I think the Bulldogs got it back. It'll be second down and long.
Yeah, Estrada trying to go to his right. Never saw the guy coming behind him. Kind of reached out and slapped that ball out. And, Roswell Coyote did dive for it. That's the one you saw. And it went away from him, but the Bulldogs falling it. Lived for another down, right?
Well, that's what they're going to have to do. Second down and long here as we're back at our own 12-yard line. Got to get to the 30. Second down and 18 for the Artesia Bulldogs. Trips to the near side. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun, just showing 3 down linemen, but they're looking for a blitz off the corner. He backs out of it. Going to throw the slant. Durant catches it. He's got some open field in front of him. He'll be out to about the 27, 28-yard line, which will bring up a manageable third down.
So line Durant up on the far left. The 2 receivers run deep, and he just cuts right underneath them. And good throw by Estrada. And Molinar comes up and makes the tackle for the Coyotes. A good pickup for the Bulldogs.
Third down and 3, big play for the defense for Roswell. Equally as big for the Bulldogs as they don't want to be 3 and out here after a great defensive stand. Hand it to, he does not get it. He only picks up 1. There is a penalty flag coming in. We'll see what the call is. It's in that area of holding, but we'll see what they call.
Well, every defense is going to give you something unless they just sit in a base defense and do their thing. Roswell right now is giving us the middle of the field to run in with the 4 down linemen and 1 linebacker. And we got 5 linemen to block their 5 guys. But their defensive linemen are winning the game right now on that middle run game.
It's going to be a personal foul on the Bulldogs. They're talking about it with the Roswell coach to see if he wants to accept it or not. See, if he doesn't accept it, he's risking the Bulldogs going for it. If he does, then it backs us up 15. Personal foul. Oh, on the defense. I was watching the heads of our guys, and I thought it was on us.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a first down. I was reading our guys, and I was like, well, that's going to be on us, the way that they were hanging their heads. But first down for the Bulldogs all the way out to the 43-yard line.
Big break for the Bulldogs there as they hadn't picked up that first down, and J-Mob is going to have a decision to make there, go for it or punt it. So first down for Bulldogs, good break.
All right, trips to the near side. 1 receiver to the far side as Galindo is to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. Roswell showing a blitz. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. Going to throw it out here to Galindo. He runs by the first Roswell guy, and he's going to get all the way out to the 50 to the 49-yard line before he's brought down.
We have seen Galindo do that all year long. He's shifty, and it looks like if somebody's going to come up and make a tackle on him, he just makes them miss and then burst up the field before Cordasco, number 16, makes the tackle. But Galindo just is so good with the ball in his hands.
He is fast.
And we get him back next year.
I know. It's exciting to know he's just a junior, but he is fast and he's quick as well. Like you said, he's got that quick burst. Sometimes he just runs right by him. He doesn't even make a move. He just bursts by them before they know it. Okay, empty backfield. The first time we've seen this today. Roswell with 3 down linemen, going to bring in the slot a little bit. Galindo goes into motion. Now he goes into the backfield, trips to the far side, fakes the handoff. And Estrada looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Now he's just going to get up the field, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, it appears.
Good coverage. They dropped 8 back into coverage that time. His first read wasn't there, trying to go to the right. Worked his way back to the left, and I thought Galindo was going to work his way open from the backfield, but a linebacker picked him up. So Estrada just picking up what he could.
Man, I thought he got back to the line of scrimmage at a minimum. He must have stepped on that out-of-bounds line. Loss of 1. It'll bring 3rd down and 2 for the third down and 3 for the Bulldogs at the 50-yard line as they break the huddle. Back to the normal A formation look. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. Ball on the near hash. Bulldog fans up on their feet. Snap is back. Turn. Hand it off. Galindo's going to be tripped up. He's only going to. They're going to mark him down right at the 50. So no gain. 4th down and 3 for the Bulldogs at the 50-yard line with 4:37 to go and counting.
Keel's run and play is penetration in the backfield, and Mason Greathouse for Roswell did a great job of getting penetration and kind of tripped up, broke the play up a little bit. Galindo tried to cut up field and tripped himself up there. May have tripped over our lineman trying to block Greathouse.
All right, the Bulldogs break the huddle. Going to go normal A formation look. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. 4th down and 3 at the 50-yard line. They show 4 guys up on the line, do the Coyotes defense. Trying to run a no-go. Not going to do it. And so we're going to take a timeout. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. 7-6, Roswell. We'll be right back.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
All right, the Bulldog timeout. Robbie, let's do a little bit of speculating here. We got the ball on the near hash. Our running game has been fantastic all year long, as has our pass, but Roswell playing good defense.
Yeah, they're fast and they're big. We saw that in district, and we're seeing it again today. They're Cleveland-ish, if I can put it that way. So we're fighting for every yard. There's no easy yards in this game right now. It'd be interesting to see. The speed option has worked for us. If Coach Maupin wants to try to go to that. Up the middle has not worked yet. So, but our passing game is also a running game, that quick passing game. So we'll see what Coach Maupin wants to do here as he goes to the heavy package, doesn't he?
Heavy package. Galindo's going to be the quarterback. Big Ricky Armandadas is going to be a back up on the right side. He's got backs on either side of him, does Galindo. Snap is back, going to run it to the right side. He's going to have to cut up field pretty quick here. He's going to get around the corner. He will pick up the first down.
And that's a great call because everybody's stacked in the middle. And Galindo with his speed and the lead blocking of Wesson and Armandares out there in front of him just did a good job. Sice out there too. So Galindo waited patiently and then picked up the first down.
3:52 and counting. The Bulldogs want to get on the board here in the first half and take the lead back, as Roswell will have the ball coming out in the second half as the Bulldogs won the toss, elected to receive. 7-6 Roswell over Artesia with 3:39 and counting in the first half. Trips to the near side. They are in a man coverage. Getting there late are the Coyotes. Galindo to the right of Estrada. Snap is back. They rush 4. He's going to step into one. He's got a man wide open. That's going to be caught. Kahn for the touchdown.
That's Kahn all year long. Matt Kahn has been our go-to guy. He's got 58 receptions for 890 yards on the year. He had 14 touchdowns. That's the second one today for him. So great throw by Estrada, great protection by the line, and touchdown Bulldogs.
And that's another junior that we've got coming back next year in Ethan Kahn. All right, so the Bulldogs are going to huddle up here and go for 2. Looks like we're going to have the heavy package. 12-7 Artesia. Roswell's trying to get some guys out there and had to pull them back as we're already on the line of scrimmage ready to go. We're going to be in that same package with Amandadas back in the backfield, but up near the tackle, and then running backs behind him with Galindo running the quarterback. Bulldogs going for 2. Snap is back. Going to go the same play the other way. They got blockers in front, and he will get in for the 2-point conversion. 14-7 Artesia.
Great job by Sice and Wesson, and Armandares again just leading around the right side, sealing it. Galindo waits patiently, sees a gap, and just headed to that pylon. So Bulldogs do a great job on that extra point.
All right, we'll go ahead and take a break. Artesia leading now 14-7 with 3:23 to go here in the first half.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Welcome back, folks. That scoring summary is brought to you by, or this scoring summary is brought to you by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry at Artesia Ford. Artesia Bulldogs go 80 yards in 7 plays, 45-yard touchdown pass from Estrada to Kahn. 2-point conversion was good by Galindo. And the Artesia Bulldogs 14, Roswell Coyotes 7, 3:23 left in the first half.
And there's going to be an offsides on the Bulldogs. They kicked it to the left side on a onside kick, did Parrish, but it's going to come back and redo it as I think it might have been Casada. No, I think it was number 77, right beside Parrish, and he was right beside him coming to the ball too.
Yeah, that's why Soto makes so many tackles. He's that close every time, and that time he had maybe a step too far.
So that backs us up to the 35-yard line to do the kick over again as Jacob Parrish took a look over to the sidelines, seeing what he's going to do. And he's been one of our weapons. You don't hear a lot of teams say that about their kicker, but Parrish is definitely a weapon for the Bulldogs. All right, they have one man deep to the Coyotes. Parrish lines it up on the middle of the field. Here's the kick. He's going to do the exact same kick to the left side. Ball's up in the air. Bulldogs have a chance. They're going to hit him as soon as he catches it, and that was Diego. Was that Diego that made that tackle?
Yeah, it was Diego Lopez that came flying down the field and made that tackle on number 25 for the Roswell Coyotes, Moriel. He had a high bounce, as you said. He had to wait on it, which gave Diego time to just get a running start, full speed, put a pretty good hit on him.
All right, so big defensive series here for the Bulldogs. You'd like to see them hold right here and force a punt and get the Bulldog offense back on the field for another opportunity here in the first half. Roswell, of course, thinking the other way. They want to get down the field and score and take every minute off of the 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
Let's see if they go to their passing game.
They've got a slot and a wide out to the near side, which is the short side of the field. Bulldogs in man coverage over to the far side. Snap is back. He does look to throw it. He looks to throw that way. The Bulldogs in the backfield. It's going to be another sack for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Johnson forced that as he broke free, came in. Fuentes had to step up into the pocket, but Grantham was right there to grab him by the legs and get him on the ground. So defensive line making a huge difference today for the Bulldogs.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15, and that was another great Bulldog sack. When it's time for a new truck, don't get sacked. Get a great deal from Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. So a loss of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 15, 2:45 and counting to go in the half, as the Bulldog defense now faces a wide out to the near side, which is the short side, a slot and a wide out to the far side. Fuentes takes the snap, hands it off. Sanchez is going to be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard forward momentum.
That's going to be the difference in the game for us, is that front 7, front 8 for the Bulldogs to stop Sanchez, get him into obvious passing downs to where they can just pin their beers back and go like they did the first play. But great job by the Bulldog front 6, front 7 that time.
So it'll be 3rd down and 12. He was able to pick up 3 yards, I guess, with forward momentum. They're at their own 34-yard line, waiting on a play to come in from the sideline. So they're taking some time off here to, if they don't get it, then they will. And the Bulldogs chose not to take a timeout, which I think is probably wise. So we're down to 13 seconds on the play clock. They may take a timeout. Roswell, they're letting this play clock run all the way down, and we don't see any movement from the sideline. The quarterback Fuentes over there with Coach Lynn. And so they're going to take a timeout right now. So with 1:44 to go here in the first half, it's going to be 3rd down and 12 for the Coyotes coming out of this timeout. We'll take a break as well. Stay right there.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
down and 12 coming out of the Roswell timeout. They're still huddled up over there with their coaches. Bulldogs just broke their huddle. 1:44 to go here in the first half. If we can get to stop, force a punt, we got plenty of time to try to get up by 2.
Yeah, Bulldog defense needs to stay home. You don't know what trick play they're coming with. We've already seen one reverse that worked for them. So they need to just sit home and, play good, solid defense this time. And I think they'll be successful in this 3rd and 12 against Roswell.
All right, so 3 receivers to the far side, empty backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. Bulldogs are going to bring the heat. They're going to run a screen. Bulldogs sniff it out pretty good. Wesson with the big-time tackle, and the Bulldogs take a timeout with 1:40 to go in the first half.
That's number 10 that just came in. Palomino come in from the sideline trying to get him with 2 receivers blocking. What Wesson did is he faked that he was blitzing, and he backed completely out of the blitz and waited on that, and Palomino just kind of ran to him, and he made a great open field tackle.
All right, so it'll be another sack for the No, that was a pass. It was a screen pass, so we got them on a big loss big loss. And so it'll be 4th down and about 16 for Roswell. The Bulldogs took a timeout with 1:40 to go here in the first half, so looking to get the ball back for our potent offense and try to go up by 2 scores. When you get up by 2 scores in a game like this, it's a tough hill to overcome, and so that's what the Bulldogs' goal will be right here with Roswell getting the ball to start the second half.
It is, because that takes 3 scores to beat you, right? Yeah. And, the scores are tough to come by in a state championship game with these 2 teams, for both teams. So we got to watch the fake here and don't get a penalty here on this to give them another shot. But we got Hammond and Armendariz back deep for the Bulldogs.
So the Roswell Coyotes will line up in their punt formation. It is a long 4th down, so maybe not see a fake here. He is going to punt it. It will get away, and good punt, drives him way back. Will he catch it? He does catch it on the bounce, and then going to be immediately tackled by the helmet is, I think that was Hammond.
Yeah, it was Hammond. Boy, it punted it over his head in a spiral, just turned over, beautiful. The nose went down, hit the turf, went up in the air. Hammond had to wait on it, and then Jacob Palomino did a good job of covering down there. Hammond gets loose, he's dangerous, but Palomino did a good job.
He really did, because that was a line drive punt. I think what you said is what gave him the time. It took that really high bounce. If that had just bounced normal, he caught it, he's going to have some room to run. But because of that good high kick up in the air, a good job by the Roswell defense to get out there and make that tackle.
Love to see Durand just get one deep here, Joby.
Well, they're going to be in single coverage out here. Number 24 is going to try to cover Durand. Now they're going to switch. 24 is going to go inside on the slot, trips to the near side. Seiss by himself over there. Estrada drops. He's looking. He is going to try to go deep. He could throw it deep now, but he's going to turn and run. We're going to have a holding in the backfield. Just throw it away, which he does. That's going to be a holding on the Bulldogs, I think. We've got to quit getting our hands on them.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be called on Armendariz, number 66. Great coverage by the Coyotes because, Estrada had all day to throw that ball, and he just waited and waited, nothing there, kind of broke to the left, still wasn't anything, had to throw the ball away, but great defensive coverage by the Roswell Coyotes.
It was kind of a slow developing play because what happened was Durand went on that slant like we got a big first down while ago, or got close to a first down, and then he just streaked down the field. He was actually open, but I think he had already looked by him, as you said, didn't realize it, and then did a good job just getting rid of it. Of course, the holding cost us, so it's going to be second down and forever for the Bulldogs back at our own 9-yard line. You certainly don't want to do a turnover here. Oh. Trips to the near side. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the backfield. He's going to move over to the left side this time as Armendariz was pointing this way, saying we're going to need some help blocking on this side. Going to throw it deep, and that's going to be Durand. He catches it, still on his feet. He's going to sneak down the sideline. Get there, Durand. Get there, Durand. He's outside 10-5. Touchdown, Artesia.
Well, we called it right. He just ran a go route on the left, and sometimes you need a player to make a play. And Estrada threw a great ball, hit him in stride. The defender had his hands all over. He went to make the tackle, and he just ran through it. He caught the ball, got hit, stayed on his feet, and just went down that left sideline, Joey. What a huge play for the Artesia Bulldogs.
20-7 with 1:06 to go here in the first half. The Bulldogs take the 13-point lead. They're in the swinging gate right now. And now Casadas is at the quarterback position. Let's see if they swing out of it. Man in motion. Now they'll swing out of it. Number 11 is our snapper. That's Johnson. Number 17 is our holder, which is also our backup quarterback and starting slot. That's Casadas, and one of the safeties, Philip Finley-Rascon, is the kicker. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it looks wide. Nope, it was good. I thought it was wide. So with the 1:06 to go, the Bulldogs go up 21-7, and we're going to keep it right here, Robbie. What a great play there by Duran. He was behind him. Ball was just ever so slightly underthrown. It was really a pretty good pass. It was deep, just enough that it slowed him down a little, and you're right. He got hit immediately, but what did he do? He kept his feet.
Yeah, he kept it. Defender didn't wrap up, which is going to aggravate the defense on the other defensive coach. Right, he came in, made a good hit on Duran right after he caught it, but did not wrap him up, and he just bounced off of it, stumbled a little bit, and then just took off down that left sideline and went in for the touchdown. So great job, and that drive by the Bulldogs is scoring summary presented by Perry Connor, Artesia Ford Sales. You want a great deal? Go see Perry at Artesia Ford. 2 plays, 94 yards, Joby. I didn't realize we had that penalty. That's why. 91 yards, actually. 91-yard pass, Estrada to Duran. Extra point was good. Artesia Bulldogs 21, Roswell Coyotes 7 with 1:06 left here in the first half.
All right, so Parrish will line it up on the X. We were offsides a while ago. Let's see what the Bulldogs do here. If they kick it deep, or if they go for an onside and try to get another score. Here's the kick. It is going to be an onside. It's going to be bobbled. The ball's on the ground, but he's able to get back on it at the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes.
63, Michael Lucero tried to reach out in front of him and catch it like a pass, and he missed it, and he kept running, and it was behind him. He had to stop and go dive on that ball because the Bulldogs were bearing down on him, but he did a good job of covering it up.
Yeah, he really did. He deadened it. What I was going to say, like the ball hit his hands and then fell straight down, but like you said, his momentum carried him, so he had to turn and dive and get back on it. So good job there by the Roswell Coyote. All right, so let's see what they decide to do here. Will they try to get a score here, or will they just try to run the half out?
They're going to try to score.
They got trips to the left side, which is the wide side of the field. Twins to the near side, empty backfield, as the Bulldogs just have 3 down linemen. They look like they're in somewhat of a zone to the Bulldogs. Fuentes drops to throw. He's got a long time, and now he's going to have to turn and break. He's going to throw it over to the left sideline. It's caught over there at the 40, and then steer dog down for a 2-yard pickup. Good open field tackle by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I got it. Palomino just camped out on that left sideline. David Hammond was giving him cushion. That's fine. And he caught the ball. Hammond makes a good open field tackle, kept the clock going.
All right, we're down to 50 seconds as they're going to go empty backfield once again. Bulldogs show 4 rushing this time. He's going to throw a quick little out. It's going to be caught inbounds. It's at the 50-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down. We're going to be down to 35 seconds before they snap it. Again, trips to the near side. Fuentes in the backfield by himself. Bulldogs showing 4 rushing. They do bring 4. There's a false start on the Coyotes, I believe. A penalty flag down. That does stop the clock with 23 seconds. Maybe it's on Artesia.
Roswell's running game is very, very good. We know that as they come in today. But they can also throw the ball. Manny Fuentes is one of the best quarterbacks in the state of New Mexico. And they can throw the ball. But again, the Bulldogs are sitting back right now here at the end of the half. So just not letting anybody get deep. Shouldn't let anybody get behind them. Keep everything in front. Come out and make good tackles.
So that backs them up 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Trips to the near side. Fuentes in the backfield by himself. Bulldogs show 4 up on the line. They will bring 4. He steps up into the pocket under some pressure, looking. He's going to throw it deep down the field. The Bulldogs going to go up and intercept it. 1st down, Artesia going up for that interception. Now we're going to have a penalty flag come in, but it is an interception. That will be after the play.
Yeah, trying to get it to number 11, Toscano down the left sideline. Armendariz and Josiah Rodriguez both there for the Bulldogs. Armendariz goes up, makes the interception, comes down, and it looked like, and I'll let him make a call, it looked like a player came in late and hit him when he was on the ground, but we'll see what the call is. But great job by the Bulldogs. We talked about it. Don't let them get behind you, and they went up to the high point and got that interception.
Dead ball foul. And it is against Roswell.
Yeah.
So with 4 seconds to go, more than likely we're going to do the what you call the victory formation. We're not in the second half, but we're going to just snap it and take a knee, I think. That's how we lined up right there, but maybe he changes his mind now that we're out of our end zone, in the shadow of our own end zone.
I see him doing a screen pass, just seeing what could happen on something like that, or just across the middle post. Man, if they go in man, we'll see.
Okay, it doesn't, and they just ejected the player from Roswell.
Well, he came in and speared him with the crown of the helmet. That's what he did. Armendariz was on the ground, and he came in with that crown and hit him on the ground, but I didn't want to say that. So
who is it? Is it, no, maybe over here, Robbie. I see a helmet off over there.
I don't know.
So we'll see. All right, so yeah, we're going to run a play. Trips to the near side. Boy, there, and, well, they got a safety over the top. Estrada rolls to his right, setting up, just going to toss it out of bounds. That will end the first half as the Artesia Bulldogs lead the Roswell Coyotes 21. And there is a flag down.
Well,
what are you telling us, John?
Well, it's these two. He may have got it. He's not calling it.
If it's a
grounding.
defensive penalty, we get the ball again. And I think there was one. I think there was a, well, we'll see. We'll wait and see. As the Bulldogs offense is coming back out, I think there was a out-of-bounds personal foul against the Coyotes, which will give the Bulldogs one more play after a 15-yard gain. So Estrada got hit out of bounds is what we're thinking. And the White Hat talking to one of the other officials.
So Estrada just rolls to his right. I mean, again, they were back in deep coverage too. Our receivers tried to go deep, nothing there, and they started making their way back to Estrada as he rolled to the right. And instead of trying to force something in there, he's right on the right sideline, the Roswell sideline, throws it enough so it's not intentional grounding. When he went out of bounds, he got shoved by somebody out of bounds, or just as a player, defender was coming up out of bounds. So
the different high school rules, I guess, it was a personal foul on the Coyotes, but we're going in for the half. So at the half, the Artesia Bulldogs lead the Roswell Coyotes 21-7 here in state championship action, live from Bulldog Bowl. Thanks for tuning in here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. We're on YouTube, KSVP Radio. We're on Facebook, KSVP Radio Facebook page. And we've got a lot of you out there around the world listening in. We appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and go to the halftime show here. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to have some information. And then the second half, as the Bulldogs and the Coyotes battle it out for the Class 5A state championship.
Welcome back to the Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment, and our last segment for this football season, the 2023.
Welcome to the city of Artesia. We are proud to announce that Artesia City Council has approved $1 million to fund improvements and upgrades around the city. These projects, completed by Artesia's Infrastructure Department, have made a huge impact on our parks and recreational areas. The Infrastructure Department has been hard at work making improvements to JC and Central Park. At JC Park, the Infrastructure Department has added a brand new dog park, along with new bleachers, a flagpole, and motivational signs throughout. They have also updated the shelters and added ADA parking. They repainted the pickleball courts, installed new speed bumps, added conditioning dirt to the softball fields, set up new security cameras, and trimmed the trees for a safer and more friendly environment. To ensure better traffic flow in the area, a large portion of the $1 million budget was allocated to the construction of the one-way. At Central Park, the Infrastructure Department installed new benches for visitors to relax and enjoy the park's lush greenery. Multiple ADA ramps were added, making the park more accessible to people with disabilities. The trees have been trimmed to ensure the park remains beautiful and healthy for all to enjoy. The City of Artesia is excited to announce the completion of significant improvements to Texas Street from 4th Street to 6th Street. Islands were cleaned and new bushes were planted. Also, new city landscaping was added, which has helped improve the overall look and appearance of City Hall, making the area feel even safer and more welcoming. Multiple improvements and repairs have been made to Main Street, Heritage Walkway, 1st Street, and Eagle Draw. Trees along Main Street and Heritage Walkway were trimmed, and the sidewalks were deep cleaned. 1st Street received a new fence to prevent vandalism to the pine trees in that area. Eagle Draw got fresh, new concrete on several damaged areas, along with new trash cans, trimmed trees, and beautiful flags placed near the airplane. The Infrastructure Department is hard at work to constantly maintain and improve community spaces throughout the city. Not only have these improvements greatly enhanced the beauty of the city of Artesia, but they have also increased safety for all residents. Together, we can continue to build stronger infrastructure for our city and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs! Welcome back to the Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment, and our last segment for this football season, the 2023 football season, as it is state championship Saturday, and probably the game in New Mexico is being played at the Bulldog Bowl right now between the Bulldogs and the Coyotes. And we saved the best for last. That's what Perry told me to say. Tara Sexton is our Fan of the Week. Tara, thanks for doing this.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, now we're going to find out that Tara knows a little bit about the coach of the Bulldogs. But first of all, let's find out a little bit about yourself. You're part of a well-known family here in Artesia.
Yes. So I was born and raised here, graduated from Artesia High School in 2002. I was the band drum major my senior year, so still out on the football field, a little bit different way. And went off to school, moved back in 2010, and currently raising 3 little Bulldogs to carry on the tradition, and working here at Zen Care Family Wellness Center.
Excellent. So you're from Artesia. You went to high school. You were in the band. How many people told you that they went to the football games just to see the band?
Not many. So I had a little fan group in the reserve section right behind me, and they would always give me a little extra cheers. But yeah, mostly we were there for football. But that was okay.
That was okay. So where'd you go to college?
I did most of my undergrad at Lubbock Christian University, and then finished up at University of North Texas, and then went to University of St. Francis for medical school.
That's exciting. Did you always know you were going to get into the medical field, or did you make a couple of changes along the way?
So that was my original plan. I was little bitty and would tell my parents I was going to be a baby doctor, playing with my babies. Somewhere along the way, thought I might be an architect, but I'm terrible at math, and so that went out the window really quickly, and led me back to medicine.
And then what brought you back to Artesia, or did you always plan to come back to Artesia?
So I was actually voted most likely to live in Artesia forever in the yearbook. But yeah, my family's been here since 1950. I love the community, love everything that it stands for, love the school system and all the support they get, and it's just where I wanted to be.
Now, you had some, I know you had at least one brother. Who'd you grow up with?
I have one brother. His name is Jeremy Maupin. You may have heard of him. Maybe has a little bit to do with what's going on today. And then 2 younger sisters who both now live here as well. My sister Julie is a dental hygienist, and Jamie works in human resources for Yates Legacy.
Okay, and so you were probably pretty excited. Now, were you like your dad and go all in on the Los Lunas clothes when Jeremy was over there?
We did. We went blue and orange, and it was really awkward to get rid of all of them when Jeremy came back, but man, we were glad he was. But we did. We went up there to the games. We watched as many as we could. We traveled with him like we do here, just trying to support. And that was, it was a good experience for him. We hated to lose him and are super glad when he came back. But it was a good experience for him, for all of us, just to kind of step outside Artesia a little bit. I know he learned a lot as far as coaching style and things like that. So it was a good experience.
Good. What is, does Jeremy have any, I know this is about you, but does he have any quirks or any game week oddities that we should know about?
So I don't really get to talk to Jeremy much from August to this weekend. And then after that, we get to catch up. Yeah. No, he sometimes is a man of few words. He, I think instills a lot of confidence in his players and the community. He spends a lot of time with the booster clubs, with the moms on Monday nights, and then the quarterback dads on Tuesday nights, goes through film, breaks it down, teaching parents and community members about what's happening on the football field, talks about the next opponent, things they're doing. He's a big traditions guy too, even though he's bringing his own coaching style, he's keeping up so many of the amazing Artesia traditions. And so, he's doing a good job.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. I think he's also I don't know if he says this or not, but I think he's kind of responsible for our superintendent being here. So
He is. So they are just precious. Darian and Tony Jaramillo. So they were coaching. Coach Jaramillo was coaching at Las Lunas with him. And when Jeremy told him he was coming down here, he said, "Man, Coach, I don't want to coach for anybody else. We'll follow you." And here they came. And so we just kind of adopted them. They're part of our family now. They've been a great asset to Artesia. So yeah, another blessing that came from Las Lunas. So.
That's right. There are some. So what you get to travel around. You've seen them. You watch your brother. You've watched. Of course, you've mentioned you got your 3 little ones that are coming up. What is it that you really like about going to Bulldog football games? What's exciting about that for you?
So I think more recently with kids, it's watching their joy, the dog pile. And, both of my kids, before they were in kindergarten, could sing every word of the alma mater. I mean, there's so much joy there, and they get hyped up and they love it. And then, being down there, their uncle down there too, it's even more special, that we get to experience that with him. And so I just love all the, all the positivity that it brings and all the fun and all just the happiness that's involved with it. Now, losing isn't always that happy, but next week we still come out and everybody's excited, and here we go again, which I think is another good thing to teach kiddos, that you can come back from from the losses and things like that.
Sure. Now you said you got 3 little kids. What are they going to play?
So football. So my oldest, Brooks, is 12, and so far appears to be carrying on the Maupin quarterback tradition, and sporting the traditional Maupin number 12. He played City League. He just finished up his 2nd year of City League tackle football. And then my middle son is 10 and looks like probably going to be wide receiver. And so lots of sexton to sexton passes happening, which is super fun for me. And then my daughter is 7 and so far is absolutely in love with every cheerleader on the track. So most likely we'll probably follow those routes, at least for now.
That's great. Well, I know when your brother graduated, we were all saying, well, that's it for the Maupins until the next group of Maupins come along, and that's what you're talking about there, which is fantastic. Is there a particular game that you remember going to, either as a member of the band or watching your brother play or coach or whatever, that kind of sticks out in your mind?
So there's a few. My senior year, we won the state championship up at St. Pius, and that was a really fun one. Jeremy's senior year, we won actually here, and his is the last year, which I could be wrong, this is just my memory. His is the last year I remember we had all 3 playoff games here, and that would have been in 2004. And we had all 3 here, and that was a blast. Last year was quite adventurous. We went up to Farmington, and we decided we were going to leave Thursday after Thanksgiving dinner and to space it out for the kids. And we got stranded in Vaughn. Oh. I mean, totally stranded in the Allsup's parking lot, couldn't move an inch. And we happened to remember that some of our dear friends here had some relatives who live in Vaughn, and so we called them. They came and dug us out and drove us to their house, and all 10 of us. So it was my family, and then my parents, and then Jeremy's wife and 2 girls. We traveled with them, and all 10 of us slept on their floor that night, and then got up and went on to Piedra Vista for the game. So that was a fun one. And then of course that was his first win since he's been back here as head coach. So that was a really special one too.
Well, I am also a veteran of being stuck in Vaughn in a snowstorm, and so I know exactly what you were going through and all that. Fantastic. Well, it's been a fun season, and you've got some little Maupins coming along, or sextons, and I know you're really excited about how this season's going to finish out and being a fan. We have a couple of prizes for you. We have from the Adobe Rose, this is a $50 gift card. I've seen the receipt, so you can take that with your family and enjoy that. And then we have one of these very special Tate Branch Fan of the Week Bulldog Orange mugs present to you, and you can use that proudly at your office and wherever. But thank you so much for doing this.
Yes, thank you for having me. We're excited for the game, and go Bulldogs, as always.
That's what you're supposed to say. And it just kind of comes out naturally around here, doesn't it? Yeah. Thanks to Perry and Tate for doing this segment with us again this year. Can't wait till we can do this again next year. And stick around. The second half is coming up.
At Sun Country Home and Garden Center in Artesia. Mums, pansies, flowering kale, and more, providing color over the winter into spring. Did you know that fall is a great time to plant cold, sturdy trees and shrubs? The cooler weather makes transplanting less stressful for the plant, and they'll grow great in the spring. Take advantage of the September special. 15% off in-stock perennials, shrubs, roses, and trees. Junipers and pines are 40% off. Sun Country Home and Garden Center, 2707 South 1st Street in Artesia.
Happy holidays from HF Sinclair. It's the time of the year for family gatherings, travel in Turkey, and holiday celebrations. Everyone at HF Sinclair encourages you to celebrate and enjoy the holidays safely. Don't drink and drive. Follow the rules of the road, and most of all, take time to remember the reason for the season. Slow down and take a moment to really enjoy this time of year. From your friends and neighbors at HF Sinclair, proud to be a part of this wonderful community. Welcome back to the Tate Ranch Fan of the Week segment and our last segment for this football season, the 2023
I'm going to hand it off to John Kelly, our statistician for the day.
So Roswell High here in the first half, as the team has 8 first downs, 17 rushes for 100 yards, 3 receptions for 13 yards. And they're 3 of 7 on their passes, their attempts and completions. They do have 5 penalties for 56 yards, and 2 of those penalties coming right at the end of the half are pretty big for them. So 30 yards just in those 2 penalties at the end of the first half. On third down, they're 2 for 8. They have attempted 1 field goal, and it went off the right post. They do have 18 tackles as a team. For the Artesia Bulldogs, they have 13 first downs, 16 carries for 77 yards, 9 receptions for 219 yards. Nia Estrada's 10 of 13 on his passing today. Bulldogs, of course, scored 3 touchdowns. They do have 5 penalties for 40 yards and are 4 of 10 on third down conversions. They have gone for it once on fourth down and did get the first down on that fourth down attempt. They do have 20 tackles and 3 sacks for a total of 19 yards for the Bulldogs. So the score here 21-7, and the Bulldogs have now come out, getting warmed up, and we'll be ready for the second half.
All right, thanks, John. And Robbie reminded me I was on the camera with you. So I was eating my cookie, listening to the stats, and the much smarter and wiser and much older brother of mine, Robbie Blue, was off camera. Bulldogs are on the field. Robbie Roswell now coming down the ramp.
Yeah, let's give a special recognition to Johnny French, member of the 1957 Artesia High School football team that won the first state championship in Artesia, Joby. It was 66 years ago that he played in that championship game. The Bulldogs defeated Albuquerque Highland 27-26, and Johnny scored all 27 of the Bulldog points in that game. He's actually here today. He's 84 years old. Had a recognition before the game, and the crowd, gave him some applause as he stood up. So it's good to see Johnny French at the game.
Yeah, it really is. It's interesting. Our just Bulldog history period is tremendous, and I've seen a lot of faces that I recognize from Bulldogs past, and I'm looking at some right now as I just look down here amongst the sea of orange and in our sidelines. But yeah, it was great to have the first championship covered here, and there may be more than just him, but he came in from away and is here at the ball game with his original letter jacket on his body.
So we were talking at halftime. That's only the first half. Bulldogs up 21-7. But Roswell's a good team. There's no quit in them. They're going to make some adjustments at half here to come out and try to win this state championship. But it's a tough thing to do here as the Artesia Bulldogs are playing their 22nd home state championship game. They're actually 19-2 at home for a 90% winning percentage in state championship games at home, Joby. So difficult place to come in and actually walk away with a state championship for the visiting teams.
Really hard, and actually our overall playoff record is just tremendous. The Artesia Bulldogs have a record at home. We talked about it last week. Semifinal games, we're undefeated. We're now 15-0, I believe, in semifinal games. We've lost two games here in the bowl, and I was actually privy to one of them, got to watch that game. But, yeah, very difficult place to come in and win. And the Bulldogs able to get that 2-touchdown lead. And sometimes in these tight games, that's a big deal because, and you said it off air, the other team's got to score 3 times to beat you. And in these tight games, those points are hard to come by.
Yeah, I said that on air.
Oh, you said it on air. So I repeated you on air.
That memory loss you're having.
Yeah, I'm the much younger brother of Robbie Ballou, but I'm having memory loss.
Yeah, so what the Coyotes have to do now is they got to come out and score at least 2 touchdowns and a field goal and then hold the Artesia offense to no points to win this game. So tough thing to do, but it can be done. We'll see what happens here as Roswell does get the ball first, and Artesia's kicking off to them as the teams are taking the field.
And the Bulldogs are going to get to kick it from their 45 because that 15-yard penalty is attached to the second half here. And so Jacob Parrish will line it up on the Roswell side of things at their 45. And maybe we go for an onside kick right here. He's kicked it hard a couple of times. Well, 3 times actually, because we scored 3 touchdowns. They did the opening kickoff, so all 3 were onside kicks. 2 of them could have gone to us. One was dropped, and Roswell was able to get back on it. Another one was close. So we'll see what he does, or if we just kick it through the uprights and put him on the 20.
I mean, it is a great place to try an onside kick because if you go 10 or 15 yards and don't get it, they're still on about their 30-yard line. So we'll see what they do, but it is a great place to try it.
Wind has picked up a little bit here at the bowl. It's blowing from the south and southeast. So against the Bulldogs offense here when they are on the offensive side of things to start the third quarter. Here's the kick. It is going to be a high floater. It's going to be caught at about the 2-yard line. It's dropped, and the Bulldogs right there, but he breaks the first tackle, and he'll get all the way out to the 17-yard line. Boy, we had an opportunity to have him inside the 5, but breaks that tackle. Good job by the Roswell Coyote.
Yeah, number 11, Toscano, as you said, went through his hands, bounced on the turf, came right back up to him, and then broke a tackle before number 38 for the Bulldogs, Miguel Soto, first Bulldog in there to make the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line for the Roswell offense as they come out onto the field. They've got the ball on the near hash, again going from the south to the north. Fuentes with his big back, Sanchez behind him. Sanchez behind him in the pistol formation. Turn, kind of run the speed option that way. Fuentes is going to keep a hold of it. Cuts back inside of a couple Bulldogs before he's dragged down after a pickup of 8.
So it'll be interesting to me in a game like this, or tight game like this, you want the ball in your best player's hands, and right now that's Manny Fuentes for the Roswell Coyotes. So run the speed option. He didn't like what he saw. He just turned up the field and picked up what he could. Good game of 9 yards. But we'll see how much Manny becomes more of a running factor in the second half.
He does get 9 with the forward momentum, so 2nd down and 1. They've got that tight formation again. Going to turn and pitch it to Sanchez. He gets around the corner. He's to the 30 before he's driven out of bounds over there at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, they love to pull their lineman. Pulled the right side guard, went out right with him, and there was no one for him to block. Wesson came underneath him and forced Sanchez out of bounds, but good play by the Roswell Coyotes for the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 on the far hash for the Coyotes as they're going from the south to the north here. At their own 34-yard line. They're going to split out a receiver on both sides and X-back on both off the tackles. Quarterback turn, handed off to Sanchez right up the middle. He's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 3.5, maybe 4 yards.
Interesting, isn't it? I mean, you do what you do. And Sanchez and Fuentes, they are the offense for the Roswell Coyotes, and that's who we're seeing them sticking with this second half.
10:43 and counting to go here in the third quarter as we're just underway in the second half. Bulldogs lead 21-7 in front of a packed house here at Bulldog Bowl. Fuentes in the shotgun. Sanchez behind him in the pistol. He is going to drop to throw it. He's going to throw it over to the right side. That's going to be caught and then shoved out of bounds. And there is a penalty flag on the Bulldogs. They're going to call a late hit.
That's on Kennard. Number 9 just ran an out route. Josiah Rodriguez coming from the middle was behind him on that route. Kennard caught it, took a step out of bounds. His momentum carried him, and Rodriguez put a hit on him out there, so personal foul on Rodriguez.
15 yards puts them into Bulldog territory. They had the 1st down on the throw, and then the extra yards puts them down inside the 40 of the Bulldogs. 10:24 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs lead 21-7. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the 39-yard line of the Bulldogs. Just an absolute packed house. I keep saying it, but I'm looking around the the walkways, and they're 4 or 5 people deep. All right, a little bunch set to the short side of the field. Going to turn, fake the handoff because he went the other way, but Fuentes making something out of nothing. Will pick up about 3 yards.
Yeah, he turned to the right. Sanchez went to the left, and he stuck the ball out there, and Sanchez wasn't there, so he just went up the middle and picked up what he could. Pretty good gain for a busted play again.
Yep, 2nd down and 7 as they will do a little short huddle right here, about 2 yards from the ball. Coyotes come back out in that bunch set to the right side, which is the short side of the field in the pistol formation. Sanchez behind Fuentes in the shotgun. Snap is back and turn, pitch it to Sanchez. He's around the corner again. He picks up first yard play, a pickup of about 9. First down, Roswell.
Yeah, same play. There's another penalty on the Bulldog. Well, another flag in the air, but they pulled those linemen again around the right, and they just let Sanchez. They picked up both blocks out there on our corner, and safeties and linebackers flowing. Opened up before Watkins came up and made a good open field tackle.
All right, so there is a penalty flag. The Bulldogs, this time I'm watching their behavior, and they're saying it's against Roswell, but we'll see. Right over on the sidelines is where the flag came out. They're still talking about it. White hat with the official who threw the penalty.
Yeah, so Watkins came up and just hit him at the knees, man. Took him down quickly. And then there was more players that came in on the play, and it's all the way across the field from us, so not really able to know what happened over there.
I know that the coaching staff arguing pretty hard over there for the Coyotes, so the white hat now walking over, saying something to another, maybe to a player. Personal foul against the Coyotes. That'll back them up 15.
He did signal first down.
Because they got the first down, and it's after the play.
Right.
So they'll back them up 15. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes from their new field position, which will be back at about the Bulldog 42-yard line. 9:44 to go here in the third quarter. And that is where they're going to spot it, at the Bulldog 42.
There's an official with the crew running the chains, and all he's doing is staying with the chain crew, and that's who the white hat went and spoke to. They're not a coach over there on Roswell. I just want everybody to know.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking to a player, but I couldn't see the official.
Yeah, I know he's talking to the official to tell him what to do with the chains.
Gotcha. Okay. So 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the Bulldog 42-yard line. Again, the pistol formation. Fuentes walks up and talks to his folks, his linemen, and now his receivers. He's got a receiver on either side, wide. Sanchez in the pistol behind Fuentes. Snap is back. He's going to run the speed option this way. Bulldogs coming up. There's a penalty flag in the backfield. They're going to take Fuentes down after a pickup of about 5. We'll see what the penalty is.
Just that speed option again. Again, you're putting it in the hands of your quarterback, your main guy, and letting him just be athletic out there on the field. It was a good pickup for Roswell, but there's a penalty.
Yeah, so he showed holding and a block below the waist.
Yeah, we saw that a lot on film. You got a certain box in there where you can do a chop block in, and Roswell, they chop block a lot inside that box, and sometimes every now and then they get caught outside the box doing it.
So that's another 15-yarder, and I don't think it's a loss of down, so it's going to be back into their side of the field now at their own 48-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 25 for the Coyotes. As the white hat rolls the clock, we're down to 9:20 and counting in the third quarter. First possession of the third quarter. Roswell's had it since we started. They got a wide out and a slot to the near side, which is the wide side, staying in that pistol formation. They also have an X-back on this side, so 3 receivers. Fuentes will drop. Bulldogs bring pressure. He's going to throw it down the field, wide open at the 40, and then tackled at about the 40, 38-yard line. So a big pickup for Roswell in that zone.
Good job by the Roswell line to pick up the blitz and linebackers and the defensive line that was giving them trouble in the first half. Josh Estrada, number 13, found the open zone. Fuentes bought time and then just hit him down the field.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 7. Actually 2nd down and 6 for the Coyotes after being 1st and 25. So a pickup of 19 back into their regular formation. Turn and pitch it. And he got room to run with guys in front of him. And then he's going to be tripped up inside the 30-yard line. So a big pickup for a 1st down.
Yeah, boy, they just picked up all those yards in 2 plays. Again, same play. They just the other way. They pull 2 linemen, come around this left side, and there's nobody within 5 yards for them to even block. So easy pickup for Sanchez.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are getting caught up inside on that pitch, and so this great blocking by the Coyotes. It didn't look like that should happen, but they're able to turn the corner. All right, so back in that same formation, tight in the shotgun pistol formation. Sanchez behind Fuentes, going to turn and run it the other way. Bulldogs get collapsed inside again. Sanchez going to pick up about 9, 10, maybe 11 yards.
So what they normally do is 6 and 7 hole. They try to kick our guy out. Sanchez and the lineman cut inside that. The Bulldogs shut that down. So now what they're doing is they're sealing off the whole side outside on us, and the linemen are pulling around there. Great tackle by Watkins that time, or he might have went for the touchdown.
Some good reach blocks in that interior line because our guys are pretty fast, but they're getting to him enough that they can't get in behind and catch him from behind. Plus Sanchez, even though he's a big kid, he's still got some speed. Snap back, going to turn and run the exact same play. The Bulldogs were there. He's inside the 5-yard line as we missed the tackle in the backfield. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, Josiah Rodriguez read it quickly. He broke out and came underneath the play, dove at Sanchez, but Sanchez's speed, he was just out far enough that Rodriguez couldn't get him.
So 1st and goal for the Coyotes at the Bulldog 4-yard line. Ball has been on that far hash as they've kept the ball now almost 5 full minutes to start the second half.
Think we'll see the same play?
I would think we're going to see the same play. He's going to go under center, or is he going to back up? Nope, he goes under center, man in motion, going to turn, hand it off to Sanchez on the right side. The Bulldogs were there, and they will drive him backwards. A gain of none. Well, maybe he gets one on the forward momentum.
Wesson, Huffman, and Finley Rascon in on that tackle for the Bulldogs. Sanchez trying to drive them, but all three of them drove him backwards once they got on him.
So it'll be 2nd and goal now from the Bulldog 3-yard line. He did get 1 yard forward momentum, and so they've had the ball the entire third quarter, have the Coyotes down to 6:40 and counting. Again, going to go under center is Fuentes. Sanchez behind him in the fullback position. Ball on the far hash. Man in motion's 30. Going to turn and pitch it. Bulldogs play it good, but he's going to get through and get the touchdown.
Yeah, good job by Roswell. I mean, we knew what play was coming. They lined up, ran motion to that side, and they just did a better job of blocking than we did of getting off the block. Sanchez goes in for the touchdown. So I tell you what, Coach Lynn challenged his team at halftime, and they came out and answered.
Yeah, they've held the ball for almost 6 minutes. There's 6:27 to go here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs offense has not been on the field as of yet. The PAT upcoming here, 21-13 Artesia as they line up for the PAT. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:27 to go in the third quarter, the Bulldogs lead the Coyotes 21-14. We'll be right back.
The holidays mean shopping and cooking and cleaning, and the list goes on and on. So having a reliable sleigh is very important. That's why Dooley's Auto Sales in Artesia is ready to help you with a reliable ride. The lot at Dooley's is jam-packed with cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and more, including rugged work trucks for the field. And at Dooley's, easy financing means your new sleigh is easier to own than ever before. And you know what they say.
I'll sell you a car that you want. If I ain't got it, I can get it. If I can't get it, nobody can.
Make the holidays a little easier and a lot more special at Dooley's Auto Sales, 1212 South 1st Street in Artesia.
Welcome back, folks. That scoring drive by the Roswell Coyotes covered 82 yards with 13 plays. 3-yard touchdown by Sanchez, run by Sanchez. The extra point was good by Kennard. Artesia Bulldogs 21, Roswell Coyotes 14 with 6:27 left in the third quarter.
All right, so the kicking unit back on the field for the Coyotes as they line up in that bunch set. They're probably going to do an onside. They have kicked it deep a couple of times to the Bulldogs, but one of them was on an onside, just a hard kick that made its way through everybody and back to the end zone. Here's the kick. Going to kick it hard again. This time it's caught at about the 27 by Finley Rascon. Now he's going to break outside. He's to the 40. He's to the 50, 45, 40, and that's a big pickup for the Artesia Bulldogs into Roswell territory.
First of all, great snag out of the air by Finley Rascon. That was a line drive, took one hop, was above his head, and he just reached up and grabbed it out of the air. I mean, strong hands, went into the middle into a pile, and everybody converged, and he just broke out to the right and went down the right sideline. So great job by Rascon.
that defensive back training coming in there. He's, as you said, snagged it out of the air, and he's had a few interceptions this year. I think he's had 3, maybe 4. All right, so the Bulldogs start off with trips to the wide side, which is the far side from us here in the press box. Sice down here by himself. Galindo in the backfield. Turn, fake the handoff. Going to throw a little swing pass out to Casadas. He'll make the first man miss, and he'll drive forward for a pickup of 2. A lot of moving around down there for the short pickup.
A little bit of different defense for Roswell coming out the second half. They only had 3 down linemen and 3 linebackers that stayed in the box. So they're changing it up from that 4-1 they were running. Casadas did a good job of making one man miss and picking up something off of that play.
Duran hobbled off. Let's see if he's going to be okay. He's trying to walk it off over on the sideline. I see Coach Caton going down to take a look at him. I think it was Eglin that came in for the Bulldogs, number 86. All right, so the Bulldogs back in their A formation look. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. Snap is back, going to hand it off to Galindo right up the middle. He'll burst forward, still on his feet. He's going to pick up the first down and be really, really close to it if he doesn't get it.
That looks like they're marking him a yard short, but that's the difference. That 3-man front, the 4-man front they were running in the first half. We couldn't run up the middle in the first half. So our coach is adjusting to that look now, but now they're going to bring another lineman in. Let's see if they go back to 4.
Bulldogs bringing in the heavy package, it looks like to me. Well, now that's what they're going to do, is Coach Maupin talking to our starting middle linebacker, Diego Wesson. 3rd down and 1 at the Coyote 32-yard line, 5:08 and counting. Roswell comes out, uses half the first half of the third quarter and gets a touchdown to get back within 1 touchdown. Bulldogs now with Galindo as the quarterback. Snap is back, going to run right up the middle. He's got the first down and more, still on his feet, and he will pick up about 10. He picked up about 8 yards down to the 20.
So ran that formation in the first half, went outside every time, and this time just went right up the middle. And Galindo is so patient, Joby. He got those blockers in front of him, and he was about half speed for about 5 yards, and then they started, hitting him, and he just kept going.
So a big first down pickup on the 3rd and 1. 1st and 10 at the Roswell Coyote 20-yard line as the Bulldogs huddle up. 4:30 and counting to go here in the third quarter. 7-point lead for Artesia as they break the huddle. Sice already out here ready to go. He's itching to go. All right, the Bulldogs will go trips to the short side of the field this time. And Galindo to the right of Estrada in the backfield. Snap is back, looking that way. Pump fakes. Now he's got Galindo, and he's going to have to, and he's dragged down from behind. Good job there by the defensive lineman. I think that's 66 for the Coyotes on the sack.
It was Greathouse on that sack, and Estrada stayed in there as long as he could. Good coverage by the Coyotes, and then when he felt that pressure, he tried to go to the right, but he got him from behind. Looked like he has a towel back there in his and Estrada's wearing one on his belt, and he grabbed hold of that towel and tackled him by that.
Pulled him down. Yeah, Galindo was up the middle, and he was open, but he saw him, either he missed him completely or saw him at the last second and decided to run. Trips to the far side, ball near the middle of the field. Galindo's going to go over, going to go empty backfield as he's going to come out and force Roswell to change up their defense a little bit. They're only going to rush 3. Estrada over the middle, throws it. It's going to be broken up. Good defense there by the linebacker, number 3.
Yeah, trying to throw it over the top of Quezada to Kahn going across the middle, and Quezada got up in the air and got his right hand on that and tipped it. I was glad it wasn't intercepted because there was a defender right there.
Yep, 3rd down and 15 from the 25-yard line for the Bulldogs as Estrada will get into the huddle and give the play. 3:13 to go here in the third quarter. 21-14 Artesia. All right, going to go trips to the near side as Galindo on the left of Estrada in the shotgun. 4 rushers, it looks like, for the Coyotes. Snap is back. They are going to rush 4. They bring 5 on the late, and it's going to be knocked down or not caught by Sice on the slant.
Mordial, number 25, right behind Sice, got his right hand in there. Looks like he hit it on that slant pass. So good coverage again by the Coyotes. They're showing a stiff defense here. Bulldogs 4th down, 4th and long.
They brought a corner blitz. I don't know if it was a corner or not off the backside. He's looking to his right. He didn't get there, obviously. He got the ball away, but Roswell really doing some loops down on that defensive line, and then they brought a late corner blitz. Bulldogs are going to line up to go for it. Trips to the far side The ball right in the middle of the field. Twins to the near side. Estrada in the backfield by himself. Fourth down and 15 at the 25-yard line. Snap is back. Estrada looking. He's got a 5-man coming at him. Gets away from the first guy. Throws it into the end zone. Touchdown, Artesia! He caught it, and that's a touchdown.
That's Duran. He came all the way across the field into the end zone. Estrada doing a good job. There's a free lineman chasing him. Rolled to his left, got his shoulders around, threw it in the end zone. Duran comes back and catches it. Boy, what a play for the Artesia Bulldogs. Plays like that, Joby, will carry you to a state championship.
27-14 is the score. Bulldogs go back up by 2 scores. Going to be in the swinging gate, bring a man in motion. Now they'll swing out of it, line up in the normal PAT. Boy, what a play on 4th and 15. We went for it all, and we get it. And so Rascon will line up. Casadas to do the holding. Johnson with the snap. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick looks good from here, and it is. So with 2:55 to go in the third quarter, both teams have had it one time apiece. They both scored. 28-14, Artesia.
You're invited to Los Agaves Restaurant in Artesia, which is a must visit for lovers of Mexican cuisine, especially Jalisco-style dishes with the most authentic taste in all New Mexico. Los Agaves has a very exquisite daily buffet from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the holidays are just around the corner, so don't forget to call Los Agaves and reserve dates for your holiday gatherings. Los Agaves Restaurant, located at 611 North 8th Street in Artesia. Call us today at 875-736-4037.
This touchdown scoring summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal. When you see Perry, visit with him at Artesia Ford Sales. That drive by the Artesia Bulldogs covered 37 yards on 7 plays. A touchdown throw from Estrada to Duran. The extra point was good. On 4th and 15, they scored. Joby Bulldogs lead 28-14 with 2:55 left in the third quarter.
All right, Parrish will line it up on the X40-yard line. We kicked it onside all but one time, if I'm remembering correctly. See what the Bulldogs do here in front of this capacity crowd at Bulldog Bowl. He's going to kick it onside again. It gets up into the air. The ball is going to be gathered up by a Coyote. Looked like number 6 come up with that ball.
Isaac Loya. Well, that took a perfect onside bounce, went up in the air, hit the ground again, but he did a good job of scooping that off the turf and just rolling and holding on to it. So good job by Loya.
All right, so the Bulldog defense looking to rise up here. The first series of this second half, Roswell took the ball and scored on a long drive. Took 5 minutes and 32 seconds, I believe, on that drive. So they're looking to do the same thing again. Bulldogs, of course, wanting to get a stop. They got a slot and a wide out to the wide side of the field. Fuentes in the shotgun. He's going to turn and pitch it this way, short side. Ball's out. Bulldogs, they got it. The Artesia Bulldogs come up with the turnover on the fumble. It'll be first down, Artesia at the 34-yard line of the Coyotes.
Same play they've been running. They pull 2 linemen, come out to the left. It's a pitch back to Sanchez, and he just lost the handle. Rodriguez is right there for the Bulldogs, gets on Sanchez so he can't get it, and Bulldogs recover. I was just thinking we need a turnover right here if Joby can go score again. And not that I don't have any power at all, but I was thinking that'd be great.
Well, that's a great fumble recovery for the Bulldogs. Don't you fumble away a great deal on your next truck or SUV. Fall on a great deal with Raul Rodriguez at Artesia Ford Sales. And I couldn't agree more, Robbie. What a great turnover for Artesia. A formation look. Estrada with Galindo to the left of him in the backfield. Ball in the near hash. Snap is back, turn, hand it off. We've got lineman out in front. Galindo taking his time. He's going to be tackled for a loss of maybe 2. And there's a penalty, and I believe I know what it is. We'll wait and see, but go ahead.
Yeah, they just went back to their 4-man front that time, the Roswell Coyotes did, and strung that play out. Galindo was trying to wait on the lineman, turn the corner, and they strung it out enough that number 33, Eli Lynn, came behind the blockers and made the tackle.
So I believe I saw the penalty. We'll see what the white hat says. Or it's going to be a dead ball personal foul, I believe. That's what it is. It is a chop block against the defense.
I'm saying if you go watch the film on Roswell, Like I said before, they chop block a lot. And so the officials before a game like this, they'll go watch both teams to pick up any tendencies. And so that's twice the Royals have been called for a chop block outside of the zone where you can do that legally.
And Robbie, we're talking about the defense. There may be some folks out there listening here that say, well, how do you block on defense?
Yeah.
Kind of explain what that means.
You can't hit below the waist to block even a defender. You can't come up and knock their legs out from under an offensive guy to get to the ball carrier or take them out of the play.
Yeah, the teams will do that, trying to knock down a lead blocker.
Mm-hmm.
All right, empty backfield, ball in the near hash. Estrada with trips to the left. He's looking to the right. He steps into it. It's going to be, in and out of the hands of Kahn. Boy, that was a bullet, and he was coming, well, it was kind of a stop play, but he got through his hands.
Yeah, he's lined up in that slot on the right. He did he turned outside, and Estrada threw inside, so he had to reach back in, and boy, I was on a rope, so he couldn't bring that one in.
That kind of spun him around, got through his hands. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 19-yard line of the Coyotes. Again, we're going empty backfield here. Trips to the far side. Twins to the near side. Seiss and Kahn on this side. Casadas, not sure who, and then Duran on the far side. Going to throw it over the top. Seiss was out of bounds all the way. He got shoved out of bounds, which I suppose is legal, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, Martial has been playing press coverage on Seiss all day long, and by that he's like 1 yard off of him at the snap of the ball, trying to disrupt his route. That time he kind of rode him out of bounds as Seiss tried to break outside and go up the sideline. But anyway, they had good defensive play by Martial.
All right, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 at the Roswell 19-yard line. The Bulldogs again going to go empty backfield. I wouldn't be surprised to see a draw here, although they may be shadowing Estrada with their middle linebacker. They're going to go way out wide with their 3 receivers on that side. Estrada's going to have to break away. He does, but there's a penalty in the backfield, and that's probably going to be on the Bulldogs. We'll see.
Good defense by the Roswell Coyotes as we got the ball down here from that fumble recovery. They played good defense and then just shooting ourselves in the foot there with the penalty against the Bulldogs.
Offensive holding will back us up by 10, unless they decline it. Let's see where we got to, and they're going to go ahead and take the penalty.
That's just the dangerous thing to do because Artesia's offense, I mean, 3rd and 20 with the 2-down situation here. What do? Do you go 4th and 10 or 3rd and 20 or 19? That's a tough call.
It is a tough call. They chose to take the penalty, so it'll be 3rd down and long for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 20 to be exact. Trips to the far side. Again, the empty backfield. Estrada with twins to the near side and Kahn and Seiss. 4 guys up on the line to rush for the Coyotes. They do bring all 4 of them. A lot of turns. He's going to have to get rid of it. He does. It's going to be just floated down there incomplete, which brings up 4th down and 20 from the 30. Let's see, where's the ball marker at the 29-yard line of the Coyotes.
I was watching Kahn that time at his slot position, and the defender was about 10 yards off of him, so he kind of ran at him and gave him about 3 fakes, and the defender never moved because he was so far off of him, looking to get him open, and just didn't happen.
Yeah, right there is where you want to just see that throw and then give us a manageable 4th down. But nonetheless, it'll be 4th down. Galindo back in the backfield with Estrada. Slot and a wide out on either side, so the standard A formation. Try to draw him offside. Snap is back. They rush 4. Going to run a screen. Nope, he's going to throw it. Oh, it's no. It's going to be picked off. Boy, he threw that into no man's land. Big block over there. 27 is going down the field, and he will score. 17.
Yeah, Estrada just trying to force something there on 4th down. Didn't step into that throw. And number 16 for the Roswell Coyotes, that's Carrasco, caught that, got some blocks out in front of him on the lone person, the Bulldog, that could have made the tackle, and pick 6 for the Roswell Coyotes.
28-20, Artesia up with 1:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter as the Roswell Coyotes will line up for their PAT. So the turnover we get on the fumble, we give them 1 and better because it's a pick 6.
Well, it was great defense as we talked about the Coyotes. We had it there, and good coverage by them each play. Didn't run the ball one time that time. Maybe the quarterback draw, but.
All right, so number 9 on to do the kicking for the Coyotes. Snap is back, hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 1:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 28-21, Artesia with the lead.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
All right, the kickoff return unit back out for the Bulldogs, and the kickoff team for the Coyotes now coming onto the field. 1:49 to go here in the third quarter. Our score back to a 7-point lead as the Coyotes get that big interception return for a touchdown. 28-21 is the score.
That was an 80-yard pick six by Carrasco, and the extra point was good by Kennard. So 28-21, 1:49 left here in the third quarter. What a change, Joby. We just talked about it. The Bulldogs scored. It's 35-14. And that pick six now makes it 28-21. Big change.
Really almost a two-score swing because the Bulldogs get that fumble recovery deep in their territory, and then the great defense by the Coyotes to end the series with that long touchdown pick. It did turn the ball. All right, so they're going to kick it deep this time, and they're going to let that sail into the end zone. That lands about 7 or 8 yards deep. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 20.
So it'll be interesting how the Bulldog offense responds this time. As I said, we really didn't run the ball as we had it down there and went empty a lot, trying to get those receivers open. Good coverage by the Roswell Coyotes, so we'll see what we come back with here.
One of the things that I noticed on that drive, Robbie, is that they were giving us a lot of yards and we weren't taking them. They were really backed off our receivers, so let's see what the Bulldogs do here. If they see that same kind of defense, maybe they start throwing those shorter passes and, get 7-8 yards of pass completion. We're going to go full house, for the Bulldogs. They got a slot and a wideout. Or they got a running back on either side of Estrada in the backfield, that veer look that I talked about. Turn, hand it off to Glendo. He gets around the corner with blockers, and he will pick up the first down and more as he's all the way out to the 34, 35-yard line. Whoa.
I don't know how he does it, Joby. I've watched him all year, and he's about 5'10", 160 pounds. And he goes around that corner, and a defender gets an arm on him, and he just like really relaxed, under control, makes a spin move, and picks up more yards. But we got a penalty.
Holding on the Bulldogs at the 25-yard line is where the flag is sitting. So that'll march us back from there 10 yards. It'll be 1st down and 15 for the Artesia at their own 15-yard line.
Wow, those are big penalties right now on the Bulldogs. We need the momentum back.
1:38 to go in the third quarter as the Bulldogs break the huddle in that same set. They've got a running back on either side of Estrada. Kahn coming out in the slot on this near side with the wide out here. Snap is back and the turn, hand it off. Roswell playing it pretty good. Nowhere to go for Casadas. He is tackled for a big loss.
Yeah, they're not going for that this time. They're stringing that out. Came the wide side until number 17 broke free, and that's Quintero who broke free, got Casadas from behind, grabbed a foot, and tripped him up. So a loss for the Bulldogs.
All the way back to our 6-yard line. We've got to get to the 30, so 2nd down and 24 for the Artesia Bulldogs as they break the huddle on the near hash. And we're going to go back to a more standard look here with a slot and a wide out on either side. The A formation. We're down in the shadow of our goal line, going backwards here with the penalty and then the big loss. Snap is back, going to throw a little screen, and right there, another tackle for loss as he got no block. Nobody got him, and they were supposed to. So a big job there, big deal there for the Roswell defense.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Roswell does a good job of getting off our blocks, and Quintana that time read that so quickly as Kahn came across formation in motion, looking to just dump it to him out in the flat. Quintana just closed and hit him as soon as he caught that ball.
We're going to let the time run out here in the third quarter as the Bulldogs are in the huddle, but they're going to let it go out. We'll flip ends, have the wind with us, leading 28-21 to start the fourth quarter as Artesia Bulldogs and the Roswell Coyotes will go to their respective sidelines, 2-1, and that's the end of the third. We're going to take a break. Artesia 28, Roswell 21.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. Artesia leading 28-21, and Robbie, I think you've got at least one update for us.
I do. We got Leventon 43, Portales 21 with 11:20 left in the fourth quarter. And the last score I saw, La Cueva leading Cleveland 21-7.
Big time there at the 6A level. Cleveland, the favorite going in, but they were the 1-2 seeds, I believe, just like what we have here in the bowl. And La Cueva with the lead now, so good game there, and a good game. Making it a little better game is Portales. They were down by 3 or 4 scores, now down by 2, I think, if I heard you right.
About 3, 43-21.
But they've scored 21 points. All right, big third down play here. It's 3rd down and 28 at our own 2-yard line. So don't want to take a safety, don't want to throw a pick, and don't want to fumble it. Empty backfield. They bring him off the corner. He's going to throw it out here way over his head. Holy cow. We had a man open, but that brings up 4th down. I don't know what he saw there, or he just let go of it too high. I'm not sure.
They brought a linebacker blitz from the outside on the left side, and he was unblocked.
Yeah.
So, Estrada saw him. It was Nichols coming, and he was coming hard, so he just threw that away is what he did.
Yeah. Okay, we're in the end zone. And 4th down and 28 is the play here as get off of that end line. Yeah, step in. He had his heels on it. That did Diego, but they're going to come after it. They've already blocked one. Snap is back. Quick kick here. Good kick. High in the air. It's going to be fielded at the Bulldog, and he called a fair catch. So it'll be, boy, he had a lot of room. That helped us a little bit.
Yeah,
it'll be 1st down for them at the 44-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's Castillo back there, Matt Castillo, that he had a lot of room because he had to get it off so quick, and it was not a real high punch. And so he had some green in front of him, but I'm just thankful he immediately called the fair catch.
1st and 10 for Roswell at the Bulldog 44-yard line. 28-21 is the score. The Bulldogs lead by 7, and we're in the 4th quarter. That was the first play of the 4th quarter. Actually, the second play. The punt was the second play. Roswell in their bunch set. They've got Sanchez behind Fuentes in the pistol. Snap is back, going to turn, run the speed option, and no Bulldogs out there. They get there pretty quick, but he picks up 2, maybe 3 yards, does Fuentes.
Huffman and Wesson did a good job of getting out there and cutting him back in. Johnson comes in and makes the tackle for the Bulldogs.
He does pick up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Coyotes. Ball on the far hash. They're at the Bulldog 41-yard line. 11:21 and counting as snap is back. Turn, hand it off to Sanchez right up the middle. Bulldogs right there this time. He picks up 1. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Coyotes.
Good job by Huffman. He got penetration that time, got a hold of Sanchez, and then Grantham came in and helped him make the tackle for a short gain.
So 3rd down and 6 here for the Coyotes at the Bulldog 40-yard line. Ball remains on the far hash as they break the huddle. Bulldogs fans on their feet.
Sorry, got to watch that play action pass here.
Yep. All right, they got a little bunch set to the left side, which is the short side of the field. Fuentes brings the man in motion, snap it back. He is looking to throw the ball. Bulldogs bringing some pressure, and they've got him in the backfield. Big 3rd down play, and that's Josiah Rodriguez.
Josiah Rodriguez, Huffman, Grantham, and Johnson. But Rodriguez, the one that came down. Now, Fuentes tried to backpedal, and he tripped himself, went down. Rodriguez already in the air. Came and, he hit him as he was falling backwards, so I think Fuentes' head hit the turf, but he gets up. He laid there for just a minute, but great play by the Bulldogs. Great coverage, first of all, and then a great rush by the Bulldog defensive front.
10:26 to go in the ball game. The Bulldogs forced the punt. We say that. It's
You know,
fourth down and a lot.
What that did is took him out of 4-down territory.
Yeah. What a great Bulldog sack when it's time for a new truck. Don't get sacked. Get a great deal from Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford. All right, here's the punt attempt. Snap is back. He does get it away. Coming up and making the catch on the run is the Bulldogs. Amendadas, he's going to the right side. He's got a blocker out in front, and he's to the 40, to 35, to the 30, 25, 20 before he's knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Big return for Artesia.
Armendariz caught that running up to get it, so he had his momentum going forward. He started to the left, nothing there, broke all the way across the field, going through everybody on the right, getting block after block after block, and then Josiah Rodriguez was the man out in front of him that kept blocking number 16 to get him more and more and more yards down the field. Well, that's a momentum swing there, Joby.
Big momentum swing. Defense gets a big hold. They get that sack to force the punt, and then a long punt return gives the Bulldogs into the red zone, and we're missing somebody on the field. The Bulldogs don't want to take a timeout right here. Oh, they're looking for a play.
Yeah.
They were all waving like, what are we doing? 13, 12 seconds on the play clock. So plenty of time. A formation look. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the shotgun. Down to 4 seconds. Man in motion. Going to just pitch it forward. And the Bulldogs going to try to get up the field and then get outside, and he will fall forward. Maybe got forward momentum of a yard. I think they got him right at the line of scrimmage.
And we know the Bulldogs have team speed across the wide receiver core, the slots, the running backs, quarterback Estrada. But Roswell does too. They strung that thing out, and Kahn, who's really, really fast, could not get around that corner. So good job by the Roswell defense.
Yeah, I had nowhere to go. Just kind of dove in there and got back to the line of scrimmage. So the Bulldogs will come back out here in A formation, a slot and a wide out on either side. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the shotgun. Two safeties back over the top for the Coyotes, which they've pretty much been in all game long. 3 down linemen, snap is back. Looking to throw it to the left side. Galindo, the block wasn't held, but he breaks the tackle. He's inside the 10. Or did he get inside the 10? I believe he did. Pickup of about 7, maybe 8, maybe 9. Be short. 3rd down and short.
Well, and that's what he does, right? Molinar came in there, looked like he had a sure tackle, had him around the waist, and Galindo just runs through it and goes and picks up the yard. So Frankie Galindo doing what he does.
3rd down and 1 at the 8-yard line. As the Bulldogs break the huddle, they're going to go A formation look, standard formation for the Bulldogs. 9:06 to go in the game. Estrada in the shotgun, Galindo to his right, snap is back, handed off. Galindo has the 1st down as he powers forward. He's going to be down to about the 6. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
Just that power run, but the 3 defensive linemen held their own for the Roswell Coyotes, and the linebackers came up and hit Galindo as he was trying to go through a hole. So good pickup.
1st down, Bulldogs at the 6-yard line, a gain of 2.
Bulldogs really need this right here.
Well, they got him at the 7. So 1st and goal at the 7-yard line as the Bulldogs are bringing in a heavy package here to try to just power this into the end zone.
Went outside with this in the first half, went up the middle the last time they ran it, so we'll see what they do this time.
Galindo will be the quarterback. He'll have to his right Seiss and to his left Wesson. Big Ricky Almendares, the other back in the backfield. He lines up behind the tackle. He's been going in motion. Let's see what he does here. Snap is back, going to run to the right side. Looking to get outside is Galindo. He will get around the corner. We're going to have a penalty flag in the backfield.
There was a face mask.
Three penalty flags down. Let's see what they are. I thought it was a face mask against Roswell, but we'll see. There's 3 of them coming in from different directions.
Good play. Went outside that time, and Galindo with the speed got around the corner. I did see a face mask on Galindo. I didn't see anything else as 3 flags are down.
Yeah, I thought it got him by the horse collar, too, and he just broke through it. So I think it's on Roswell. We'll just see what the call is. White Hat was talking to one of the officials that threw it.
2 penalties.
Holding Bulldogs. Personal foul, face mask against Roswell. So they offset. It'll be 1st and goal all over again.
Here we go again, Joby.
Here we go again. And we're going to keep the heavy package in there, it appears to me, as Galindo and
you know Jeremy Maupin has a pass play out of this.
He does. We saw a middle linebacker complete.
Yeah.
I think it was on a 2-point conversion maybe, but he did throw it. We'll see what we do right here. Plenty of time on the play clock. The clock is clicking down. We're under 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Galindo in the backfield. First and goal from the 7. Amadeus goes in motion. We got a penalty. They're going to call it illegal motion on the Bulldogs as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Gosh.
So
illegal
illegal shift. And you know, it's one of those things. We got an offensive lineman shipping. And even though they practice it, and even though it's still, I'm not sure that's who they called it on, but they do call an illegal shift there. So it'll be second down and goal, or will they back them up 5 and make it first and goal from the 12?
So what happens is, folks, is he can come straight across the line of scrimmage, but he can't make any move towards the line of scrimmage. No one can until the ball is snapped. So if you even lean or make a move towards the line of scrimmage before the ball snapped, they call illegal shifter. So Bulldogs, boy, that's 2 penalties in a row here, Joby. So need to clean it up and take care of this touchdown.
First and 12, and he leaves the big package in there from the 12-yard line. It's first and goal from the 12, I should say. And so the Bulldogs stay in the heavy package. This time they put Almendares as a tight end on the left side instead of in the backfield. So the Bulldogs get into their position. Snap is back. We're going to run a little end around here. Oh, and he drops it. Does Wesson.
Gosh.
And the Bulldogs go straight backwards. It's going to be third and goal from the 28-yard line.
What they're going to do there, right, they're going to fake the reverse, give it to Wesson, and Wesson's going to roll out and try to throw it in the end zone, as we talked about. Got a pass play off of it, but pitched it right in his hands, and he dropped it.
I'm sorry, it's second and goal. We had that 5-yard illegal motion, so it's second down and goal from the 29-yard line. Not exactly how the Bulldogs drew that up, but it did happen. We're down to 6:40 and counting here. 24 seconds and counting on the play clock. So the Bulldogs definitely using some time here with the 1-score lead. 28-21. They're going to go with 2 backs in the backfield. Are the Bulldogs. It's going to be Casadas and Galindo. Estrada in the shotgun. Snap is back, looking to throw the little wing. He doesn't throw it. They got him double teamed back there. He breaks over the middle. Touchdown, Artesia. They had him double teamed, and he broke away from it. Duran.
Yeah, Duran was down the left side. 2 guys on each side of him, and he pumped it to him. And then Duran broke across the middle of the field and became wide open, and Estrada hits him in the end zone for a touchdown.
Great job by Duran making those 2 guys, getting away from those 2 guys who had bracketed him back there, the safety over the top. And then just a great throw by Estrada, and it all started up front. Wow. Good job blocking.
That's what I was going to say. That took a long time, and the line gave him time to make that pass.
So the Bulldogs go back up by 2 scores, 34-21 with 6:13 to go. They swung out of the swinging gate, and looking for the normal PAT here, as Johnson will snap it to Casadas. The hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:13 to go here in the ball game, the Artesia Bulldogs 35, the Roswell Coyotes 21.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center invites you to Christmas at the Museum, Saturday, December 16th from 1 until 4 p.m. Come visit the museum to see the Christmas Village display. Take advantage of the photo nook. Enjoy hot cocoa. Take part in Christmas trivia, reindeer craft, and face painting. And your ugly sweaters are encouraged to be worn. That's Saturday, December 16th, 1 to 4, Christmas at the Museum at the Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center. Paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
We're back here at Bulldog Bowl in the state championship game. The Artesia Bulldogs score on a 5-play, 29-yard drive. Touchdown pass from Estrada to Duran, covered 29 yards. Extra point was good by Finley Rascon. Artesia Bulldogs 35, Roswell Coyotes 21, 6:13 left in the game.
Parrish lines it up on the X for the Bulldogs kickoff team. And he gets the go-ahead from the wide hat back in the end zone, or close to it. Here's the kick. Going to be a little squibber over to the left side. The ball gets out of the hands, but then he falls on it, number 63 once again.
Yeah, same thing, just kicking it right at him, Michael Lucero, and he's done a good job today of holding on. I mean, they bounced out of his hands, but then he gets the fall on them before the Bulldogs can get there.
Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes here with 6:10 to go in the ball game, down by 2 scores as they come off the sideline with trips to the right side, left side, which is the wide side. They're going into a very slight breeze. The breeze is really slowed down here at the bowl as empty backfield for the Coyotes. Fuentes twins to the near side, trips to the far side. Bulldogs are going to rush 3, drop back in the zone. They're going to throw an out route to number 11. He is going to be tackled inbounds, so it'll be a pickup of about 7.
Toscano just, as you said, ran the out route on the right side. Fuentes did a good job. It looks like Fuentes is down right now. I didn't see what happened to him. Did you?
I did not. So they're going to be a timeout on the field for an injury timeout. That is Fuentes down on the field, so they'll come out and talk to make sure he is okay, and hopefully he is. We'll go ahead and take a break. 5:52 to go in the ball game. 35-21 Artesia. We'll be right back.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Well, welcome back here to the bowl. We're still taking a look at their quarterback, Manny Fuentes, is on the field. So I think we'll go ahead and take another break and return here in just a moment.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Well, it looks like they've got him up, Robbie, in his huddle back there. They're going to help him off the field. That's Manny Fuentes, the starting quarterback, who has had just a great season to, at this point, led his team to an undefeated, unblemished record. Hate to see him having to be hobbled off the field here, but hopefully it was just a tweak. Maybe he comes back in here in just a minute.
Yeah, Manny's led this team for 2 years, maybe 3. I don't remember if a sophomore he did, but last year I know he was impactful and lost in that semifinal game to Piedra Vista at home. But he's favoring that left knee or left leg as he goes out right now. So, yeah, all best wishes for Manny. He's a great football player. He'll probably play at the next level, the D2 level somewhere. So just hope he's not hurt too bad.
All right, it'll be second down with 2 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line for the Coyotes. The new quarterback is, I can't see his number.
As soon as he turns, I'll get it to you.
Okay. Snap is back. He turns and pitches it. Bulldogs right there.
Whistle was blown.
Whistle was blown, but man, we read that one.
That's number 19 back there for the Coyotes, and that is, let me get down this roster, Andrew Padilla. He's a junior, 5'10", 5'8", 150-pound junior quarterback. Padilla.
Right, so number 19. Did you say Andrew Padilla?
You made me look again, aren't you? Andrew Padilla.
And that play, there was a penalty on the Coyotes as they had a false start.
And he just went out, and Fuentes is back in.
Well, I wondered if is it Fuentes back in there?
Yeah.
So he was able to walk that off. He's not limping now. He's got trips to the far side. It's 3rd down and 7 for the Coyotes. Empty backfield. Fuentes back there with Twins to the near side. Bulldogs bringing him heavy rush. And he's able to get away from the initial rush, but then closing fast. And a big hit in the backfield by number 54. Ball falls incomplete. It's going to be 4th down.
We have seen that all year with Diego Wesson. From his middle linebacker position, he's on that quarterback. That quarterback rolls. He flattens out. And as soon as that quarterback shifts his hips or his shoulders to try to throw, he closes on that quarterback. He got the ball off, but Johnson was the closest defender. Almost had an interception. It was too far out in front of him, but Fuentes down again on the field.
Well, you said it, and we've talked about it all year long. Our middle linebacker can fly to the ball. I mean, his closing speed is equal to any of our great, and we've had some good ones.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some great middle linebackers going back into the 60s, and I didn't get to see all those guys, but I've heard about the 60s and 70s. One of them that comes to mind is Jerome Aguilar. Another one, I think Jimmy Hamilton played middle linebacker. And then, of course, when we played in the 80s, we had some good ones as well. And then the 90s, there were some good ones. We've sent guys to D1 playing middle linebacker in Bolima. But that young man right there can close, and he hits with a ton of bricks.
Yeah, he does, and unfortunately they're calling for the cart this time to come get Fuentes. But, I mean, you're right, and that's just Diego Wesson, just an outstanding. I believe he was All-State last year, middle linebacker, and coming back this year, just the anchor for a really, really good Bulldog defense. As he, middle linebacker is, he's your quarterback on that defense, and he's done a great job all year. Not only, with his playability, but with quarterback in that defense.
So they are going to bring a cart out here for the young man. They're gathered around him as a staff over there, and hopefully he is going to be okay. But he took a big hit the previous, 2 plays ago. We both missed it because we were looking at the end of the play. And he got up. They helped him off the field. Looked like he was hobbling pretty good on one leg. But then one play by the backup quarterback, and he's right back in. And then he rolls away from pressure from the interior line. But then that closing speed of Diego Wesson got him right as he released it. And so he's on the ground, but hopefully we'll be okay.
Yeah, a big blow for the Roswell Coyotes, right? You got 5:19 left in the game. Bulldogs lead by 2 scores, 35-21. And your starting quarterback goes down in the state championship game. And Manny Fuentes is their offense. I mean, Sanchez, obviously, with over 1,400 yards rushing this year, but a lot of that's based off of the capability of Manny Fuentes to run the ball and to throw the ball. It opens up things for Sanchez. So Bulldogs showing a class act now on the field as they go out. The entire Bulldog team goes out in the middle of the field, take their helmets off, take a knee, and they're having a word of prayer for Manny Fuentes.
All right, we'll go ahead and take another break here. Let them tend to their quarterback. Stay right there.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansies sound delicate and weak, but in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming, and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivating individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour, and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at wilbanks.us. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Your savings will blossom with share certificates at Artesia Credit Union. Earn 5.5% APY with a minimum $10,000 deposit, 12-month term. This offer is for new deposits only and is federally insured by NCUA. Help your savings blossom with a 5.5% interest rate at Artesia Credit Union. Membership is open to all residents of New Mexico. To learn more, stop by Artesia Credit Union at 210 North 5th Street in Artesia or visit artesiacu.org.
Central Valley Electric is continually learning and advancing technology that improves electric service, reliability, and safety, and in turn enhancing the quality of life for members that we serve in our local communities. CVE offers an account management program called Smart Hub that allows members to track their usage, set up convenient pay methods, and the ability to manage their energy use with smart technologies. A secure system such as Smart Hub is an easy tool to use. To sign up, visit cvecoop.org and click Smart Hub to get started.
Well, welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. Somewhat somber moment as Roswell quarterback has been put onto the cart. His team gathered around him. The Bulldogs, as Robbie said, went out on the field and said a prayer as the team. And I'm hoping that maybe he's given a thumbs up as the crowd. We can't see him, or maybe you can. Can you see anything from the binoculars? As the crowd for Roswell gave a big cheer there as they take the young man off the field on the stretcher. So the Bulldogs lead 35-21 with 5:19 to go, and Roswell will have to finish the game out without their starting quarterback, Manny Fuentes. So our prayers go out to him, those that will be working on him, doctors and nurses. Both standing and giving a standing ovation. And Robbie, just the way the hit unfolded, it looked like maybe because he had opened up the throw, he was running against his body. He opened up to throw it right as that closing speed from Diego Weston hit him right in the chest, and so took him straight down on his back. So hopefully just precaution here to get him off the field.
You got number 10 back there right now, Jacob Palomino.
So Palomino back there at the quarterback position with trips to the far side, twins to the near side. Bulldogs have 4 down linemen up. Now they drop back. They only got 3 up on the line, but Johnson's sneaking forward. There's a false start on the Roswell Coyotes. Johnson caused that.
Yeah, so it's hard to get back in after something like that. I mean, there's football and there's life, right?
Yep.
And so, as you mentioned, I saw Manny moving his arms.
Yeah.
He was moving those when he's on the cart, so at least that's a good sign. But now to get back into the football game and to get hyped back up and to get into this drive, so just a mental mistake there by the Roswell Coyotes.
All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 12 now for the Coyotes after the sack and then after that penalty. Bulldogs showing all kinds of pressure, trying to put pressure on him. Wow. Palomino's just going to run it. He's going to break outside. Whoa, there's a block on the far side, and that's coming back, Robbie. He's down the sideline. He's to the 30, to the 25. He's pushed out of bounds, but that was a block in the back. It'll be coming back.
Yeah, and you think that's what's going to do. He's listed as a safety. We've called his name all day long in the safety position, but he's also listed as quarterback on the roster, so he's played some quarterback. He's a good athlete, so they're just getting it in his hands that time, and he just took off on the left, and he's got really good speed.
Yeah, he's fast, and he got a lot of yards, but there was a block down there that's going to bring it back. Illegal block, and so it'll remain 3rd down, but it'll be back a ways, or do they mark it from, is it a spot foul?
I don't know, but what happened, right? David Hammond has outside contain over there. He came in to make the play, and receiver came and hit him in the back. Good call by the referee. And that opened up that left side for him to go down the sideline.
So they're going to gain, 4 yards on the penalty because it was 3rd and 12. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 8 from their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, so I'd look for the same thing as they're going to, nope, you got number 19 coming at a quarterback right now, and that was, you got it written down there.
Andrew Padilla.
Okay.
So Padilla in the back. Well, actually, number 19 spread out, didn't he? Or is it?
No, he's a quarterback.
All right, so trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Padilla in the shotgun. Snap is back. Bulldogs only bring 3. They drop back into a prevent defense. Is caught and immediately tackled by number 22 for the Bulldogs. A pickup of about 7. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, number 13, Josh Estrada, ran that out route. Josiah Rodriguez was in coverage, and he fell down. When he went to plant, he went to the turf, opened that route up. He got up and made the tackle, but not before they made the first down. Good throw by the quarterback that just came in, Padilla.
Really good throw on that long out route. That was across the field, and I was mistaken. They gave him forward momentum. to the 44, so it is a first down. That was the point he had to get to. 4:37 and counting here. Trips to the far side, which is the wide side. Padilla back there by himself. The Bulldogs with 3 guys up on the line. They only rushed 3 last time. Draw back into a zone defense. Padilla looks to his left. Now he takes a snap. Bulldogs only bring 3. They get to him. The ball is out. That's a fumble, and the Bulldogs get it. Turnover, Artesia with the ball.
Grantham came around from the right side and came around, beat his offensive lineman. He came in from behind, stripped that ball from Padilla, and it fell on the ground. But great play by Grantham to cause that turnover.
Rafael Orozco gets that turnover after the great sack by Grantham.
That's a great fumble recovery for the Bulldogs. Don't fumble away a great deal on your next truck or SUV. Following a great deal with Raul Rodriguez at Artesia Ford Sales.
All right, so the Bulldog offense back on the field once again. They've opened, then a flag comes in way back, and they count too many guys. What's the penalty flag here?
Who threw it?
The back judge way back there.
He picked
Illegal
it up?
substitution. I guess he picked it up.
Yeah.
All right, so a formation look for the Bulldogs. Galindo's going to get the handoff right up the middle. He's going to be swallowed there and then dragged to the ground, so a loss of 2.
Well, 4:12 o'clock running here in the game, and you know the Bulldogs are going to hand it off. So they played run all the way that time, and now Roswell's going to call a timeout.
All right, so I think we will take one as well. We'll be right back.
Something big is coming to Roswell Nissan. Invoice pricing. You heard that right. Invoice pricing on all new Nissan vehicles on the lot. And that means your dream ride is within reach. So whether you're eyeing the sleek sophistication of a Sentra, the adventurous spirit of a Rogue, or the powerful roar of a Titan, they've got it all, and it's waiting for you at Roswell Nissan at Invoice pricing. Brace yourself for the best pricing and the best savings of the entire year during Roswell Nissan's all-week-long Black Friday sale. Now through Saturday at Roswell Nissan. 2111 West 2nd.
All right, coming out of that Roswell timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Bulldogs as the huddle's still on the sideline, right on the 50-yard line with Coach Maupin, the head football coach for Artesia. You know, this was his 5th state championship to be in a row.
Yep.
For Coach Maupin. It'll be his 2nd win if we can hold on here with a 14-point lead. There's still a lot of time left, so I'm not going to discount anything. 35-21 Artesia, 2nd down and 11 at the Roswell Coyote 41-yard line. A formation turn, handed off, looking for his blockers. He sees them. He runs through there. He's going to keep on his feet. That's a first down pickup down inside the 30-yard line.
I'm telling you, he puts a hand on the back of one of the linemen and just stays behind them until that lineman gets a block, and then he bursts beside him before number 7. Nichols can make the tackle. I was going to say, if we get a first down here, Joby, Roswell calls. Well, no, they didn't. First down, so the clock stopped, but it's running now. Roswell has 2 timeouts left here.
And it is running, as you said. They chose not to call it on this one when it's a first down. Bulldogs going to take plenty of time off the clock. The play clock down to 28 and counting. So we've got another 26 seconds we can take off. It's going to be close to 3 minutes when we snap this ball, about 3:10 or so, as Estrada will trot out to the huddle.
And let's give the offensive line credit on that. We said they know it's going to be a run play, more than likely, and it was, and they still did a great job blocking when Roswell knew. We'll see what happens here.
All right, so down to 3, 2, 1, snap back, turn, hand it off. Galindo looking for a spot. He runs around to the corner. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like, and maybe push forward a little bit. Actually does get a little bit of push forward, so he'll pick up a maybe 2.
Yeah, just coming around that left side again, being patient. They strung it out to the sideline. Number 24, Wesley Gallegos is in there, which he should be doing, trying to strip that ball from Galindo, but doing a good job of covering that up is Frankie.
So again, just running clock here with the, they called the timeout that time, so 3:05 to go.
Nope.
Oh, we went out of bounds.
Yep.
So 3:05 to go here in the ball game. The Artesia Bulldogs with the 14-point lead. Looking for number 32. The mantra all week has been finish the row here at Bulldog Bowl. We've got, if you didn't know and you're listening to us, there's rows of state championships up on the press box. There's 1 spot left as Coach Maupin takes a timeout. There's 1 spot left on the row that we're on right now. So the Bulldogs looking to try to get that filled. We'll go ahead and take another timeout. We'll be back. 3:05 to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs 35, Coyotes 21.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. And everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, so the timeout, I thought originally we took it, but we're thinking maybe Roswell did. So they'll have one timeout left. The Bulldogs have all 3 of their timeouts. And we're going to go quads with Casadas in at quarterback. I'm looking for a quarterback run here, Robbie.
To the right.
To the right, maybe just up the middle, but we'll see what he does. Quads out there. Casadas in the backfield snap. He's going to go to the left. He's got the first down and more. He's to the 15, makes a man miss, down to the 10 for a Bulldog first down.
Well, I was wrong. He went left to about the 5 or 7 hole. Good job on the line. We spread them all out on the right. Casadas, just with its athleticism, we've seen it all year. We get to watch him again next year. Picks up that first down, and Joby, that might have done it.
Well, we still got to run some plays. Only 2:53 to go, but I don't think we start taking. We saw something similar to this back against Cleveland, but we were only up by 2 points in that game. We're up by 2 touchdowns in this ball game. So the Bulldogs can try to score, which no reason not to run a play and try to get into the end zone.
Definitely.
We're down to 20 seconds on the play clock, so we're going to be down close to 2 minutes when we break the huddle or when we run the play. Will the Bulldogs? So they do break the huddle with 5 seconds, and so Casadas still in the backfield. Down to 1, takes a snap, and he's going to run it. And he's got some blockers out in front of him, and he'll turn it up and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Did a good job of staying in bounds. Frankie Galindo in the backfield with him. They came around to the left, and Galindo leading the way, but Casadas nothing there, so he went down before he went out of bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
So we're under 2 minutes to go. The Artesia Bulldogs looking to get number 32 with 2 scores. If they fumble, things could happen. But right now the Bulldogs in control with 22 seconds on the play clock. Looks like Estrada's going to go back in as the quarterback as he's talking to Coach Maupin. Down to 15 seconds on the play clock, and so he better get out there and run a play. Down to 10, 9. Don't want to get a delay of game. They're going to get a delay of game unless he calls a timeout. 2-1 delay of game on the Bulldogs.
Well, Bulldogs are down there and, getting their hands in the air, the offense is, and the sideline trying to get the fans into it because it got kind of quiet there with the timeouts, and it wasn't a flow of the game right to stay in it. And so all of that drew the delay of game.
All right, the Bulldogs huddle up, probably just run the play they had the first time. It's going to be second down and goal from the 15-yard line. Estrada with plenty of time on the play clock. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Galindo up the middle. He'll get down back to the original line of scrimmage at about the 10, I think is where they're going to mark him down. Just outside the 10, and we'll be under a minute. In just a minute, it's going to be third and goal with 1 minute to go now, and it's counting down. There's 29 seconds on the play clock. Bulldogs are going to have to run at least one more play. It is third down.
But Joby, what a great showing by the Artesia Bulldogs. Roswell Coyotes coming today. They did not have one game this year that anyone was within 21 points of them, including the district game between the Bulldogs. And for the Bulldogs to come out and be leading 35-21 right now against this great Roswell Coyote team, just speaks volumes to the Bulldogs this year's team.
Victory formation. He'll take a step back. It'll be fourth down, but that will be it as the Artesia Bulldogs are the 2023 32nd time state champion. And I'm going to say this, that, my friends, is another Bulldog state championship.
All right, folks, they're celebrating, and the clock is running down with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is official. Bulldogs are lining up, and the Roswell Coyotes are lining up to shake hands, but what a great season. The Bulldogs wind up 12-1 on the season. The one loss to Roswell in district, but they come back today and kind of avenge that loss. Roswell wins district. Artesia wins the state championship.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get a break going here, the Guy Chevrolet postgame show. Stay right there. We're going to have stats, and we're going to wrap up the season right here. KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com.
It's Red Tag bonus time at Guy Chevrolet in downtown Artesia. Take advantage of a $500 Red Tag bonus on popular 2023 and 2024 Chevy models like Silverado 1500 and Equinox. Hurry, offer ends December 4th. Together, let's drive during the Red Tag sale at Guy Chevrolet in downtown Artesia.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
In Psalm chapter 119 and verse 28, it says, I weep with sorrow. Encourage me by your word. Now, for me to be encouraged by the Word of God, I need to know it. See, this faith journey that we're on absolutely never ends. We're called to learn from our God, to study His Word, and to take the counsel of others so we can keep growing until we breathe our last breath. Open your heart and ask Him what He is wanting to teach you in this current season of life. And so as you look at life, as you deal with life, are you looking at God's Word? Are you studying it? Are you wanting to know more and more about it? And know this, there's no retirement age for Christians. We need to learn it and know it and study it till the very end. If you're struggling with that, please come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ on the corner of 26th and Bush.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here, and we're going to go ahead and bring to you the trophy presentation as we're going through the final handshakes here, Robbie. The Artesia Bulldogs will be on the 40. The Coyotes are going to ask them to come back out to the 40. They'll do the red trophy, which is second place, and then they'll do the blue to the Bulldogs here at Bulldog Bowl.
So what that does for the Artesia Bulldogs in home state championship games, they're now 20-2 when they play for state championship at home. Overall, they're 31-6-1, or actually 32 now, right?
Yep.
Won 32 state championships, which we were talking off the air. It's still the most state championships in the nation, no matter classification, in high school football. So the Artesia, Bulldog football program doing well and continue to do well as this is back-to-back state championships.
So they just gave the Roswell Coyotes the red trophy, second place, and no reason to hang their heads. Robbie, the Roswell Coyotes had a tremendous season, going 12-1 and coming in second. I know that's not what they want, but man, what a great season for the Coyotes.
Yeah, they did. They're a very, very good team. As a matter of fact, they're the only team in 5A that gave the Bulldogs any competition at all to an extent. So Roswell just loaded this year. I think they said 36 seniors is what they had on their team.
Yeah, very senior loaded.
Yeah, so just a great season for them. Congratulations to Coach Lynn, his coaching staff, and all the players.
All right, so now for the Bulldogs. Artesia Bulldogs win the state title. They're second in a row for Coach Jeremy Maupin. They mug the trophy, and I think that was the superintendent for the Artesia Public Schools, Mrs. Jaramillo, giving them that trophy, and they kind of mug her, but luckily I think she's okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know yet. 100 players down there, you can't tell yet.
Yeah, I see her. I think she's outside of the pile.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a break here, Bulldog fans. When we come back, we're going to have the final stats. We'll take another quick break, and then we'll wrap up this season. Robbie and I will. So stay right there. KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Bulldogs are your 2023 state champs.
If you're looking for a career that offers challenge, purpose, and opportunity while valuing you and your work-life balance, we invite you to start your journey at Coterra Energy. Here at Coterra Energy, our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals for field and office positions. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. Producing energy, empowering people, building community. Text Coterra, COTERRA, to 71441 to start your journey today. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer. Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, IDEC, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
It's Red Tag bonus time at Guy Chevrolet in downtown Artesia. Take advantage of a $500 Red Tag bonus on popular 2023 and 2024 Chevy models like Silverado 1500 and Equinox. Hurry, offer ends December 4th. Together, let's drive during the Red Tag sale at Guy Chevrolet in downtown Artesia.
Welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. We're joined now by our statistician today, John Kelly. And John, go ahead and give us the final stats.
Yeah, great football game today. The Roswell High School rushing attack. 22, Bryce Sanchez had 20 carries for 128 yards, 1 touchdown, and did lose 1 fumble. Number 10, Jacob Palomino had 1 rush for 49 yards. Manny Fuentes had 10 rushes for 19 yards, and Josh Estrada had 1 rush for 14 yards. The passing stats, Manny Fuentes was 6 of 11 for 46 yards with 1 interception. And I didn't have the other guy on my roster.
Number 19?
Yeah, 19.
That's Padilla?
Padilla was 2 of 2 for 8 yards. Receiving for the Roswell Coyotes, Estrada had 1 catch for 19 yards. Jacob Palomino had 4 for 16. Toscano had 2 for 13, and Kennard had 1 for 6. For the Artesia Bulldogs, rushing, leading the way was number 26, Frankie Galindo, 21 rushes for 107 yards. Number 17, Isaac Casares, 3 rushes for 6 yards. Passing for the Bulldogs, Nia Estrada had all the passes today. He was 16 of 26 for 280 yards with 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. On the receiving end, the senior number 15, Juan Diego Duran, led the way with 4 catches for 152 yards and 3 touchdowns. And not too far behind him was number 85, the junior Ethan Kahn, 5 receptions for 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. Number 17, Isaac Casares, had 5 catches for 43 yards. And number 26, Frankie Galindo, had 1 catch for 9 yards. Again, the big stat here, Artesia Bulldogs beat the Roswell Coyotes 35-21 and win their 32nd state championship.
All right, John, thank you for those stats. We're going to go ahead and take another break. When we come back, Robbie and I will wrap up the show here as the Artesia Bulldogs get the big win. Number 32. Stay tuned.
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Hello folks, Martin here from PRMI in Artesia, your hometown lender. Have you been on the fence lately about purchasing or refinancing a home? I know it's a big decision, and the interest rates are playing a huge part in that. I'm here to let you know I understand your concern and would like to talk to you about your options. There are financing products available that may suit your budget, and I'm the person to talk to. I offer a personal service, fast approval process, and a knowledgeable support staff. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
PRMI NMLS 3094 is an equal housing lender.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. Being a mom of 2 boys, I know the struggle after a long day of trying to get dinner on the table. So let us take that off your to-do list. Come by and try our 10-piece feast. A 10-piece dark special with mashed potatoes, gravy, creamy coleslaw, 5 buttermilk biscuits, and a half-gallon beverage bucket of your choice for only $31.99. We will also now honor our competitors' coupons at our location. Yes, that's right. Save your gas from driving across town and bring their coupons to our store. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell.
Hi, this is Social Norman. DWI is socially unacceptable. Nearly all drivers feel it's unacceptable to drink, then drive. Know your limits and when to stop. You might just end up meeting cops. Driving, not even one drink. Heed the warnings. DWI, you have a lot to lose. Was the shot worth the cot? Allow life to thrive. Never drink then drive. This message brought to you by the Eddy County DWI program.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia, New Mexico has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and all positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screening. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contribution towards health benefits. Please apply in person at 2702 North Freeman in Artesia, New Mexico. Equal opportunity employer.
Don't let a flat tire take the air out of the holidays. Come into Big O Tires for the big Black Friday sale. From November 13th to December 3rd, get up to $140 instant savings on select in-stock Michelin tires at Big O. Just in time for all your holiday travel plans. Save big this Black Friday at Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees and shop fees extra were permitted. See store for details.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here to wrap up our final game of the season. Robbie Blue and I have had the opportunity this year, as last year and the year before, to get to call Bulldog football games. And Robbie, what an exciting year for Artesia.
Absolutely. The Bulldogs came out with high expectations this year off a state championship win last year. But we had a strong junior class coming in as seniors this year. We had sophomores moving up to be juniors that are very talented, and then had a few sophomores that were able to contribute this year. So high expectations, as always, for an Artesia Bulldog football team coming in this year. And they're able to fulfill that. Now that we rolled through non-district play, we defeated Cleveland for the first time ever in the history of Artesia. And then went to district, and a good Roswell team beat us in district, and that's what they did. They beat us that day.
Yeah.
That night, they were better than we were and defeated us, and then both of us, Roswell and Artesia, rolled through the rest of district and the playoffs with 2 strong teams. Roswell 12-0, Bulldogs 11-1 coming into the state championship game today. But the Bulldogs made the adjustments from that district loss. Probably took a little bit of a hit from that, and it hurt their pride a little bit, which is not a bad thing at times, to be knocked down and then to fight back, and came in today and won a state championship today in really good fashion, Joby. They played really, really well today and won 35-21.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish the season. We had the pre-game show with Art and Kelly and you and I and Gene, and one of the things that we talked about during that was that's what these teams want to do. They want to finish their season. Both teams had the expectation and the desire to win a state title. The Bulldogs come out on top 35-21 and get it done. It finishes the row. I said finish the row up on Bulldog Bowl here. 23 will go right next to 22, and that row is now full, so we're going to have to go to a third row or fourth row for state titles for the Artesia Bulldogs on the press box here. But just a tremendous outcome for the Bulldogs, a great season for both teams, and a packed house here. I remember the Carlsbad game a few years ago when it was like this, but I think this was more. And everybody up here in the press box been kidding, there's 11,500 people. We don't know, but they were 4 or 5 deep all the way around Bulldog Bowl, plus the stands completely full.
Yeah, and people were here an hour and 15 minutes before the game. Roswell, a company in Roswell, sponsored a tailgate here in Artesia for Roswell fans to come over early to have that. And the stands were 65-70% full at noon. Yeah. And it was kickoff at 1. So just a great support, again, by the Roswell community as the visitor side was full. And then Artesia, as always, turned out well for the Artesia Bulldogs.
The other thing I'll say, and I want to thank fans all over the country, all around the world, as Gene kind of gave us some preliminary stats here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. We're out there on Facebook and YouTube as well. We're not allowed to bring the video, but we get to do the call like Robbie and I did, and we had regular season numbers on those. So all of you out there listening, we appreciate you tuning in here. Thanks to all of our sponsors that bring this to Bulldog Nation free of charge. We're not behind a paywall here, and so that's great because we got Bulldog fans everywhere, and they want to tune in and watch all the games except for this one. They don't get to watch it, but they get to listen. And so thank you to all of our great fans. Robbie, what a picture out there with the sun just starting to go down behind us and looking at Bulldog Bowl Field.
Yeah, there's parents and grandparents and friends and family and just neighbors all down on the field congratulating the Bulldogs as they're hanging out. Let me say this, and then you can tell them what's going on at 4:30 and wrap it up. But on my half, I just thank you for the season, Joby. I've enjoyed calling with you again, as always. I really enjoy calling Bulldog football, as we do all Bulldog sports. But I will say congratulations to the coaches, the coaching staff of the 2023 Bulldog team. Congratulations to the players as they won state this year, especially to the seniors. It's always good to go out. Your last game as a winner, and the only way you do that is win a state championship. So congratulations to them. And to just the community of Artesia, there's so much support. As you said, we get to do this, and we do this as a hobby. It's fun for us. Gene Dow allows us to do it. So just for me, a great year, and thanks for being such a great partner.
Yeah, ditto, as I said in our earlier show. Robbie, the same goes for me. Thank you for being a great partner with me. And we've got a lot of Bulldog sports coming this year. I mean, we've wrapped up here. We got to do volleyball. The Lady Bulldogs had a great season, and then now we get to move on to basketball. Now that football is over, we've got a home game. So next week, no rest for the weary. The Bulldogs sports teams will continue. The Santa Teresa Desert Warriors girls basketball team will come into town, play the Bulldogs at the pit. I can see it over there across the street here from Bulldog Bowl, so remember that game. And then next weekend, a lot of things happening on KSVPTV.com. We've got the Wool Bowl. Kelly McDonald will be down on the field at the Wool Bowl, which is a junior college bowl game. Robbie and I will be in the booth on the call. You can watch that game at Roswell. Go to Roswell. Go to the Wool Bowl. I didn't go last year, but I heard it was a fantastic event. But if you can't go live, tune in and watch the Colts from New Mexico Military Institute take on, and I told myself I'd remember. I don't remember, but they're both ranked in the top 25. And then the next day, right here from Bulldog Bowl, if you're a big football fan, which everybody that listens is, come to the Bulldog Bowl next Saturday as the red-green games will be here. And KSVPTV.com will be on that call. We'll have the games for anybody in the world to watch. And Kelly will be down on the field again for us, and Robbie and I will be in the booth.
And what the red-green games are, it's the old North-South All-Star games. So seniors from the North, and all teams and football teams in New Mexico get picked to play in that game, and they went to a red-green game. They will mix them all up, and then we'll have a great football game, 2 games that day, right? I think 3A, 4A, and then 5A, 6A will play. And then but some great athletes, great talent on the field, so excited about calling those games.
And they're here at world-famous Bulldog Bowl, and I have a feeling Bulldogs are going to see a good representation, as we have a lot of seniors that had tremendous years. I think those names will come out maybe tomorrow evening or Monday, but you can tune in for that. All right, the last thing I'll say before we wrap it up is at 4:30 right here at Bulldog Bowl, they're going to unveil the number 1. That will be opened up for our team and for our fans, and KSVP will stay right here and cover that. Gene Dow and Jeffrey Curtis will have that covered for you if you're not here in Artesia, which a lot of you listening aren't. So you'll be able to watch that unfold here, and that's supposed to be at 4:30. There's still a lot of celebrating going on the field, just come back. We'll go away to our normal programming and then come back around 4:30.
For a community pep rally as the Artesia Bulldogs win the state championship. So each year when they do that, they get to unveil the one on top of the press box.
All right, so on behalf of our crew, Jeff Curtis, Bradley Ross, Sammy, Megan, Olivia, there were students, and of course our producer Gene Dow. John Kelly was our statistician today. We missed you, Josh. He wasn't able to be here. Thanksgiving got in the way of that, but that's okay. But John Kelly stood in perfectly for him. And of course my partner Robbie Blue. This is Joby Hodling saying thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to our Bulldogs. We'll see you next week.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center, and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Board Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Julie's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sondy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.